Welcome to another edition of the Saturday Morning Breakfast Club here at Western Sizzling. Man, it is awesome to be back. Some games last night that were shocking, and some wasn't. But it was a great night because, you know, when you get midway through the season, they get that break from region play.
Yeah.
And you get to see some matchups you don't usually get to see during the year. We've seen it. We've seen the Oxford-Hartselle game. We've seen the Thompson-Clay Chalkville game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Anniston-Piedmont. A lot of games. Wadley.
Yeah.
And Randolph County. Unbelievable games last night. First off, let me make sure you okay, Coach? You okay, King? They did everybody was calling for a wellness check on you last night.
I'm keeping my stamina going. You'll see me eat.
You don't care? Is that how you get over heartbreak?
Don't worry about
Just put food in your mouth?
One thing, yes, ma'am.
Cool.
And let me get some apple juice shaking on the rocks.
I need some water and War Eagle. But, you know, there was people calling you out last night. We'll make sure you was okay.
Yeah, but listen, they always want to find out about the king, but that's okay. I got folks calling me from all over the United States. Want to know about if the king okay. You know, I'm eating breakfast down here at Western Sizzling like the king's supposed to.
Like the King's supposed to
I
do.
woke up this morning, great day.
Felt good, the sun was shining?
Sun shining.
Well,
I just wish we was in the woods, Buckethead. I wish we were home.
here's the thing I will say about that. We'll talk about the Oxford game now since we already own it.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking loss for the Yellow Jackets.
It really was.
Yes.
I mean, to lead the whole game. Now, listen, me and you talked earlier in the game.
Yeah.
I was at the studio. You were up there slinging some butts around.
I was slinging ribs at the time.
Oh, at ribs.
Real.
But I told you, I said,
Exact word.
Oxford got the hands full right here
Those
now.
exact words.
I said, them boys are big.
You said that, and I told you what. I ain't worried about it.
You did. And then we started handling them. Well, Oxford, I say we, but
Yeah, you.
Oxford started handling them. And then I said, from that point forward, thank you, little lady.
Thank you. Thank you,
And
little lady.
so I
Just
said,
like Jack Gleason, man. I love it.
I said, from that point forward, I thought, well, we're just going to go ahead and get ready for the next game against Bell City.
Yeah.
But Hartselle had other plans.
Yeah, Hearts was tough anyway, so they're always going to be a tough out. You know, they always have like a tough team, kind of like a throwback, blue-collar type team, so.
We actually had that. No, I seen that.
What are you playing?
I mean, that's from the station.
That ain't us. You on the wrong string.
I'm playing what?
You on the wrong string. Sorry about that, King. You on the wrong string. But back to what we were talking about. Hey, and I'll tell you this, Dex. You know when you lose a quarterback, and Hartselle did, it's hard to prepare for somebody that you really haven't seen a lot of film on.
True.
And this guy's a lot better runner. We've seen that than what the other guy was, and he could still spin the ball a little bit.
Yeah, because one of my friends that coaches at Gary's, team that Gary hates, he was telling me at Hartsville, he said his second string quarterback, like you say, he said he's a great runner, so, and he was like, man, that kid came in and did some damage.
That kid actually was a backup quarterback.
Yeah, that's he told me.
But listen, that game, I watched that game, and the ones that did watch the game need to know this. Oxford had that game 21-7?
21-7 with 8 minutes to go in the game.
The last quarter of that ball game, at the very end right there, you have to be able to close these games. You just can't let them stay around, this and that. Oxford, they picked up a fast pace.
Start rolling in.
Fast pace. They started doing the fast pace on us and this and that. Listen, a loss like that, and this is me talking now.
Yeah.
A loss like that, you take that loss and say, hey, well, this is what we're going to build off.
Of.
I don't want to hear nobody come talking about my Yellow Jackets are so young and this and that. No, we young no more. Okay? We playing ball. So we going to take that like if you lose a ball game.
Good morning.
Good morning, man. If you lose a game, say, hey, we lost a game. Now, what I got a deal now, I supposed to be getting some land up there in Huntsville.
Yeah, I know what you talking about, taking land, putting water parks in, and.
But that's the only thing that I got. I'm protesting right now.
You appealing that?
I'm appealing that because I should have got that land.
But are you appealing it with the court in Hartsville or Oxford? Where are you appealing that? Because it might be careful.
I'm going to the Supreme Court.
Going to the Supreme Court. So I don't know if they're going to be so quick to give that land up now.
There's boy down there.
Bradley?
Bradley sent me a message last night talking about check on the king and all that. You know, Bradley ought to be ashamed. He said, I wouldn't kill a man when he died.
Well, you know, it's all in fun.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I know he's having a good time with it. But
he's gonna
and that's okay. When you win, you can have a good time.
That's right. He's
And,
supposed to.
But you know, I just go back to the last two series that Oxford had the ball in that game, and I just try to figure out what was going on.
I know, because like when he jumped off sides, you know, that changed the whole game.
They went for two on that.
Yep.
It just and then offensively, I mean, you had the announcers. I was listening to the game. Y'all watched. If you was watching the game, you heard what they were saying.
Yeah.
It was just, man. Well, the first snap, we had two series to try to get it back. Oxford got the ball, went 3 and out, punted, held them, and then got the ball back. But then when we got the ball back, the first snap hit Mason in the leg. I mean, he wasn't even. He was looking downfield. He had to jump on the ball and waste it down.
Mishap.
Yeah, it just.
Just
You know what?
Mental errors.
Has Oxford been tested like that in the fourth quarter yet this year, King?
No.
So they're learning. So they're learning from that. So I mean, tough loss.
It's tough. But listen, is it the end of the rainbow? Is the world ending?
No,
The sun is up this morning.
It is.
it's bright. It's getting me.
Beautiful day.
It's all up on me right now. I can
I
tell
see
you
it
that.
shining on you now.
It's all up on me right now.
Bradley done got up and got his waffles and eggs and stuff, serving them. His wife giving them little muffins and stuff with butter on it. He's trying to be the king.
He is the king today. Look, he took the king's crown
He
today.
ain't took no crown.
He got the crown. He took the king's crown just for the day now. You got to give him the crown.
No, he's not getting no crown.
But
It ain't no passing of the
I'm
torch.
trying to get my appeal together for this land deal that I had no swap. 'Cause I had no already walked down the road with it, boy. I had it.
you had it in your hand, didn't you? They snatched the slap out
The deal didn't
at the
go
last minute.
Bradley, you undercover. You know, but it's all the fun, man. I appreciate it, man. Cause look, he been on us all week about that.
Oh, I know. He didn't pick last week. I don't listen. I'll say this about you, Bradley. You was a little nervous last week. He didn't want to pick because he was worried about this game. He said, "I'm gonna just wait and say something next week." And whoa, that sun is blistering me on this side. That's a setback sun. But you know, there was some games last night. That's one of them on the screen right now. That, you know, Ramsey led that game a lot, most of the game, Dex, against Auburn. And so, you know, they stepped up in class 2 classifications to play that game. But we had a lot of teams doing that last night.
Yeah.
And for them to play with Auburn like that, just things couldn't go their way at the end. Yeah. They scored first. It was 7-0 for a long time. Then it was 7-3, and then I think Auburn scored late to make it. I mean, they scored in the third quarter to take the lead.
Oh, okay.
So big win for the Auburn Tigers, but a great showing for Ramsey.
Yeah, true. Yeah. You know, when we get to the game, you know, we're talking about Watley and Randolph County.
Oh my goodness!
And I seen the comments about some of the parents, Watley parents, and
what's up, Bandit?
They were really upset. So I don't know what happened during that game. They was like, it's not the kids' fault. So I don't know what happened in that game.
I mean, hold on. Hold on now.
I'm gonna do it.
I ain't gonna say no. Never will I ever say it's the kid's fault, and I won't say it's the coach's fault. It's the team's fault.
Yeah,
because you win and lose the team. But listen, that wasn't one of them games where you said, "Well, they cheated us because we didn't get this one call."
49. What was it? 49-7.
49-3, or I can't
Something
remember.
like that.
Let me look it up right here because I got it right here.
Fault.
Yeah.
For going.
Yeah.
The bus driver's fault for taking them down there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, you can't. You know, I know parents are emotional about the stuff, but that can't be blamed on nothing but
the truth hurt.
Yep. And you know, like I say, they needed a game like that so they can see where they are and some things they got to fix. So I think that'll help them in the future too. So that's right. Go ahead.
Sorry, man. It's always good to be your goals to try to go under?
49-6.
Yeah.
I mean, 49-6.
It's more than.
Yeah, you can't say the referee cost us.
Yeah.
They beat us by one play.
Yeah.
You can't say that. I mean, good morning, sir. How you doing?
They're good. What them Weber Panthers do last night?
40. I think it was 40-7.
They won.
They put it.
Yeah.
They
Beat
put it on
Talladega.
them last night. Talladega went down. I think it went right here.
Yeah, they went down Talladega.
Went down to Talladega and won 40-7.
You're a Weldon Panther?
I was graduated from there.
Well, you still is then.
Still a Weber Panther.
What year did you graduate down there?
1972.
Well, I was 2 years old.
1972.
72.
We were 2 years old. Whitman.
I was Buckethead was 15 then.
I wasn't too old then.
Well, I started high school there in junior high and high school was together there back in the 60s. 1966, when we started school there.
Let's go. Hold on. I need you to get this. You're gonna talk to. I want everybody else to hear what you got to say. Hand him that mic and hold it up there close to your mouth so you can hear it.
All right.
Back in 1966, we started junior high at Weber High School, and best football team I've ever seen in my life. It's more like a college team. Coach Dupree was the coach, and they had an offensive line bigger than the University of Alabama.
What year was this?
1966.
1966.
When they won the state championship.
Was Wormy on that team? Smith.
I don't remember.
We had him on our show.
Yeah.
Well, Haynes. His
Yeah.
name was Haynes.
Yeah, last name Hayes.
David Haynes, I think his name was.
David Haynes.
The ones that I remember was Jerry Jones, All-State tight end,
Uh-huh.
and Herschel Ford could kick field goal further than anybody in the county.
Well, back in the day, you think about that. Back in the day, he kicked the field. No, they didn't win the state that year, but because that was a great year for them. They beat a lot of teams in the county that year.
Yeah.
And back in the day, state didn't really mean that much to it was the county.
Yeah, the
You
county.
win this county, you did something. You didn't really care about the state because they only took one or two teams from this area.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with them was they played the Turkey Bowl,
Always the turkey
Yeah.
bowl.
then they played had Ohatchee and Weber, and it was a dog fight.
Yeah.
I wish we still had the turkey bowl.
I do.
I mean, I know you got the rulings where the kids can't play games because the state tournament's still going on. But if you're out of it, how cool would it be to take the better teams in our area and let them play at the Turkey Bowl?
Yep, that'd be a good. That'd be a great thing for the kids.
Yes.
Those players were like as tall as I am, 6'4", and they would go at 250 to 265.
Wow.
Pretty good side ball.
Yeah, especially from back then.
When we was in the seventh grade, and these young men to play football for me. I looked at them boys and I said, I'm not getting out there.
Coach, you crazy.
Man.
You lost your mind.
What's your name?
Larry Lloyd.
Larry Lloyd.
Larry
I just want
Lloyd.
people out here in TV world to hear you say your name right there.
Okay.
And thank you for coming on and talking with us, man.
All right.
Absolutely, Larry. Appreciate
Weldon
it.
Panthers. Appreciate it.
Go Panthers.
There you go. Go Pirates.
I ain't gonna be able to go that far with you.
Yeah, you could have went down.
You got to. You got the Panther in the house.
I got a Panther in the house. She's sleeping right now. I mean, now that you said that, I want to talk about my son.
Yeah,
Everybody
everybody
knows that
know
we
what-
talked about it last night after the pregame show. He wasn't feeling good in the pregame show. He just couldn't concentrate. He was feeling numb, and so he left and went to the hospital after the pregame show. As I was walking out this morning, my wife was actually walking in. All the tests that was run were good. So he's got an appointment with his doctor Tuesday, and we'll know more. Young man doing a lot of running.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Hold up, man. Let me explain something to you. We're gonna go all the way back to the beginning of this. He was fine until he sit down with
Coach Russ Probst.
Probst down here.
Got it, didn't
And Coach gave him COVID.
Yeah, well, that was a couple years ago.
Couple
when
years ago.
Coach Probst was at
He ain't
the
even been right since.
Calhoun County
Told him to
speaking.
stay away from around that man.
He actually told Coach Probst when he went down there and interviewed him before the season, said, "Coach, you give me COVID." And you know what Coach said? This is famous because this would be Coach right here. This is how Coach is. He said, "Now you give me COVID."
Oh, man.
And Coach said, "You almost killed me."
That's good stuff.
But
Very good that he's doing
Yeah, I'm
better.
glad he's doing better too.
But you know, keep him in your thoughts and prayers. And like I said, everything right now to this point, he's doing really good. So, and I know he's not listening to us because I'm sure he's in the bed asleep. But
He wake up, but he don't understand. He don't left the table to the two. To the two. Boy, we. I don't want them to blame you for what's going to happen in here today. Okay.
All right.
But they ought to know there's no control when
Nah.
you got Buckethead and.
I was going listen. I was going to do this because I knew that he was going to be out this morning. I was going to come here and say, "I shot the sheriff," but I don't want to do it because he's in bad shape. But you know how he tries to patrol this area right here, keeps us in line.
Yeah.
Well, today,
Ain't no
you know
line.
what? You know when you used to have a substitute teacher at school,
Think you can act up?
You can act up. That's how we're going to play today.
You know he gonna come on here probably.
Oh, I
He
know.
wake up, it
Yeah.
mean you cutting up.
Yeah, we won't get it long. He'll get us from the bed.
Yeah, but he gonna have to do it from the beat. I'm telling you right now. The gun line is the race. We don't cross the
Yeah,
gun
we
line.
done crossed the gun
Come
line.
back here, biscuit.
But I want to talk about this team that Lloyd was talking about, the 66 Panthers. Is that correct, Lloyd? Right here, I'm looking at the schedule, and he told us some facts, boys.
Man, ain't long.
They played Alexander first, won that game 19-7. Piedmont. This is the 1966 Welborn Panthers we're talking about. And you know we'll bounce around and go to anything, but this is our show.
Yeah.
The sheriff ain't here. We can do what we want to do. We ain't on no
You
schedule.
don't know schedule.
But then they played Piedmont 27-7, another win. Talladega 33-6. Oxford 28-7, a big win for the Welborn Panthers in '66. This is an Oxford Yellow Jacket right here now. He's got his feelings hurt this morning. We had to do a wellness check because they lost last night.
Listen. If y'all beat us back in 1960, what?
6.
You'll never get this mic again. You're not coming back.
They said you ain't getting the mic no more since y'all beat them like that.
You can't come back.
But then you go on down, they played Sachs. There's a Sachs Wildcat right there sitting in the house. They beat them. That was a good game, though, 7-6. Y'all respectable showing there. Then you had Jacksonville 21-7, Childersburg 28-13, Fort Payne. That's a long travel, but y'all played them at home. They came to you guys 24-0. Anniston. We all know back in the day in the '60s, Anniston was the big dog in this area.
Yeah.
And it meant something when you beat Anniston then. And so 21-7.
They beat down.
Beat Anniston 21-7.
Oh, wow.
And then
I got team.
you played. This is funny though. Y'all played Oxford at Anniston. Y'all played Oxford at Anniston because Chief Lott Memorial Stadium was the stadium at the time, and everybody wanted to play at that stadium.
That's how you tell.
And then y'all played Oxford again and tied them 7-7 that year at Anniston again. That must have been the Turkey Bowl.
Yeah, we came back for revenge. Don't let no Panther beat us like that.
So, great. I love go old school, and that's a little older school than we usually go.
I'm
Yeah.
glad, Coach. I'm glad you say old school. Cause Rodney Edwards is on here, and he always enthused. You know what I'm saying? But it's classic.
He's another
That's
great
a
Oxford
great
quarterback.
Yes.
Pedigree.
Old school football, tough nose quarterback. Rodney Edwards. When you start looking at that kind of blue chips that he got.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing people don't realize about Rodney. He got hurt his senior year at Oxford and went on to Jackson State. He's like me, and that didn't never amount to nothing at Jackson State because we were hurt.
Yeah,
but this guy right here could have been, should have been, he could have went anywhere that run the wishbone back in the day because he was the wishbone quarterback.
Yeah, but you said something about Rodney that's true. He was hurt. Rodney was hurt before he got hurt
In the head?
in the head.
Oh, okay. I believe
Y'all got
that.
that in common. Y'all got that in common.
That's why we buddies. We on the same level.
Between him, you, and Gerald Cate, I don't know which one the crazy.
I do. You know which one the crazy. There ain't no say that ain't no competition. That would be that number one Jimmy Gerald Cate.
Oh, I love all three of y'all. But Rodney, my boy, I love Rodney.
But let me say this. Last night, go back to the Oxford game. The voice of the Yellow Jackets last night, he sat in the house. He made
sense then.
He made some sense. I ain't gonna repeat what he said at the end of the game,
hold on.
but it was showed up some sense on them last two series.
If you were watching the
I
game.
was, you know what? I don't know what was going on there. If you was watching the game,
I was watching.
you know the boy was making sense.
Listen, sometimes you got to have common sense.
And sometimes,
you
listen,
can't read off paper. You got to have common sense.
listen, that guy calling the game, I ain't gonna call his name out, but that guy calling the game last night because I don't want Oxford fans to be mad. But
I'm a fan.
But let me just say this.
He crazy.
Let me say this. He ain't got no filter like us. And when he thinks it just popped out, and it popped out last night on television.
You hear him say
And
filter.
he told the truth, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait a minute. First, go back to the part where you got a filter.
I said he ain't got no filter. He's like us.
Oh, okay.
No filter.
You said that mighty fast.
No, so
He ain't got that.
it just popped out last night. It was no chance of holding that in, and it just popped out.
What he said was that he don't know what these football series came in. His last couple of downs, and who called them players or what. He said that. He said it, and
My ears lie sometimes because I like to because I make stuff up to go along with it.
Listen.
I ain't making nothing up on that.
Listen, when he said it, he should have been on said it a quarter before. 'Cause I had my cleats on. I was trying to tackle folks through the TV. I was trying to run the ball. I'm man, what's going on? I said, they working me too hard.
But let me tell you this: last night we had the Pleasant Valley and Raglan game on, which Raglan, what channel let us say? Curvestone.
yeah.
Pleasant Valley in the second half. But let me say this: that game went by so fast. We were able to do something that no other people around here can do: flip over to another game and watch a great ending. And let me say this: the race weekend, we had people all over this area watching that don't usually watch. So people around here that came to Oxford, Alabama, Talladega, Alabama, got to see something really special this weekend. And we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Also, we didn't do a Friday night bites last night, but I will say this: Cutter's Pizza. They fed everybody in there last night.
Will you eat my
I did eat a couple pieces, but they have this Chicago-style pizza, and I guarantee they went to Chicago to get it. They went all the way to Chicago to get this pizza because it's legit.
Good.
Yeah. So thanks, Cutter's Pizza, for taking care of the TV 24 team. Well, not every Friday night, but you do it a lot of Friday nights.
That pizza was good.
Yeah, man.
I gotta go.
Make you slap your mama.
My mama keep a blade on.
I know it. So that's how good it is.
Not slapping her.
Too big a wrist.
Too big a wrist.
Yeah.
Any other surprises last night, Dex? What you got? I look like.
You got that team.
Look at me. I know I'm a Caucasian, but I am white right now. I'm backing up.
Yeah, no.
Look at now, I got some color back in me.
No, my biggest one is still the Wadley and Randolph County game. I just can't get over that one. So that was just a shocker to me.
That Wadley Randolph County game, nobody's seen that coming.
Another one, Reeltown and Cleveland County.
Woo! That was homecoming for Cleveland County.
Yeah, 68-3.
68-3, and they just had just put their foot on the throat of my Mumford Lions the week before, and then turn around and get beat 68-3
About what, 2-8?
by a 2A team.
Yeah.
Now, so we've been talking about Reeltown all year about are they for real or not.
How real are
Well, I think the Cleveland County's got a decent team. I would say Cleveland County was going to compete for the number 3 spot in their region against Anniston, because that's who's going to be battling for it.
Yeah.
But for them to get beat like that last night, I was
was
thoroughly shocked.
Reeltown has a great running back in Arthur Woods, but I don't know the kind of game he had, but he had to have a big game to have a 68-3.
Well,
yeah, both of you guys, y'all let this slide, and then nobody mentioned this. And I'm going back a week or two now. When Anniston played Andalusia, Anniston punted the ball from about their own 15, and the ball might have went 5 yards.
Yeah, I heard about
and
that.
Bounced back to the end. And that's how Andalusia scored. All right, they did that twice. And they didn't have a punter. Twice they did. Listen, so I'm really thinking like they was in that ball game until they start actually.
It was 7-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and last night we talked about this when Bibb County went down to Andalusia, and that Bibb County is that's where that's Todd's homeland.
He don't want to talk about it.
But Bibb County went down there last night. Let me say this: early in the game, that was a great game, and for 2 quarters, Bibb County give Andalusia all they wanted, and then some. Here's the big thing about Andalusia:
The 4 quarters.
they broke 2 big plays to put that game away. But it's a 7-3 ball game for a long time, and then. This is why I talked about that game is I know Bibb County personally. They will hit you in the mouth.
Yeah.
They line up. They're a tough group, and they run right at you. And so last night to go down to Andalusia, I wanted to see what Anderson's more finesse. I wanted to see what Andalusia's going to do when somebody lined up in front of you and said, "Hey, I'm busy to hit you in the mouth, boy."
Listen, that's key. But you know your boy that's running that wishbone down here off in the wood.
Yeah.
Listen, he's not only running the wishbone. He got 2 or 3 more offenses he lined up in the same game. How you gonna stop?
And listen, people can say
How you
that the
gonna stop?
game passes coaches sometimes. Danny Horn.
Danny Horn is doing it.
Danny Horn, he's not that coach. It has not passed. I mean, but now when you run out and see the wishbone run out there, you think, who's running the wishbone these days?
Yeah.
But here's what I'll tell everybody. If you don't prepare for the wishbone,
It'll whoop you.
Yeah,
it will beat you down.
Yeah,
It will, just like Welborn used to run that old Notre Dame box.
They still do sometimes.
Yeah, they still to get in.
Yeah.
So if you don't prepare for it, it is tough to beat.
That's
Yeah.
the name of the game.
And
Be more prepared.
Danny Horn and what he's doing, yeah, it's not state of the art. He's not. Well, he is putting up a bunch of points.
Yeah.
And the wishbone don't put points up.
If you got the players to be able to do that, he got the players to be able to change his offense up to whatever he want to put out there. And what's that for visiting defense? That's trouble, man.
Yeah, because you don't see it a lot, so you can't really prepare for it. You can try to prepare for it in practice, but your practice players aren't going to be like a Danny Horn team, so it's really hard to prepare for it. So.
Well, my thing is, he didn't stay in the wishbone the whole game.
Oh, okay.
He changed up.
Oh, wow.
Not a lot though.
He changed up.
He broke the bone a little bit, but here's the thing: he'll throw out the bone. He'll back his quarterback up and get into a reset bone, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, what?
It just goes to show he's a great, I guess, coach of the game. You have a great mind, so he has the ability to run anything out the wishbone. So.
You see a lot of coaches won't be flashy.
Yeah.
They think because they throw the ball down the field 100 times, it looks good.
Yeah.
Fans probably do like it, but if you don't complete them, it ain't good. The fans. But now, what Danny's gonna do is he don't care what the fans say. Y'all heard last week, they were our game of the week. Everybody's sending in everything digital. His was on a notepad, a yellow notepad, his starting lineup, and he probably had to go to somebody and say, "Hey man, can you take a picture? How you send this in to them boys up there at TV 24?"
You gonna do it like that?
That's what he did.
Yeah.
He did it on a yellow notepad. I mean, he sent it in all wrote down.
Yeah.
That's old school.
That's old.
Yeah, like a fax machine.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
But he has stood the test of time, and he is going to go down. When he's done, he'll be the winningest coach in high school football.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down as the best coach to ever coach in high school
He's
football.
still got a lot of years left in him. So
Yeah.
he's energetic.
Yeah.
The kids, plays for him and they love him. So, you got the kids that
some
play
talent
for
now.
you. Yeah, they got talent. But, another thing I think the kids really love a coach. They're going to go all out for the coach. They know the coach has their best interest at heart. So,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm not
agree.
saying that you have different type of coaches like Horn. I guess he knows how to motivate each player. I think some kids you got to be hard on. I think some kids you got to kind of maybe put your arm around sometimes. So, and I think he's mastered that as far as with his players.
Well, and here's the thing. Me and you talked about it last night. We were talking about that score last night. he don't have a lot of flashy kids.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean, you know, now he had that running back a couple of years ago that was really good.
Yeah.
I can't remember the kid's name, but I hate that I can't remember the kid's name, but I'm getting old.
Yeah,
But
Elijah McNeil. Then they
Yeah.
got then they Cam Peoples. You know,
Peoples, that's who I was
he,
trying to think
Peoples
of.
is in the NFL now.
Yeah, so and Peoples was flashy.
Yeah.
He could do it all.
Yeah.
But looking at this team, if we were standing in the schoolyard picking teams, and I didn't know where they were from,
You wouldn't probably.
I probably wouldn't pick many of them. That's just because he don't have. This ain't the flashy kid. It ain't the kids that. I mean, that little running back.
After you watch him play, though,
That little running back he's got.
he can scat.
Yeah,
The dude is for real.
What, like a
fast.
4-3?
Yeah, he's fast, man. He's fast. He's powerful. Some guy, one of my guys on Facebook was sending me his videos from a while back. He said, "Dex, you got to check out this kid." So I'm gonna check him out, man. He's a real deal from what I can tell. So
got
far.
that
He
big-
is.
Yeah, he does.
But now, I think, and we did them in film room last week, and Dawson Strickland, the channel, was talking about it on the pregame show. I was talking about how good that back was doing, and then Dawson brought it up and said, "But look at that blocking."
Yeah, I remember- I think I
He
remember
said
hearing
that
that.
blocking was amazing. I mean, we could have run through that hole.
Yeah.
So
I think that number one, yeah, I think that's who it is, the one with the speed.
yeah.
Your boy up here said that Pleasant Grove was the, let's see what he said. Pleasant Grove beating Parker may be the biggest.
Is that Larry's on there?
No, that's your
Is that
boy.
Larry
That's-
Stubbs though?
That's your boy up north there.
Oh, I know
Brad.
Pleasant Grove beat him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was-
Bradley said that.
That's a surprising game.
It
We
is.
all thought that Parker would. Well, nothing. I love Coach LeBeau.
Yeah.
I just thought Parker was that much better this year than Pleasant Grove.
LeBeau has a great quarterback in the Hanley kid, Eric Hanley, and I think he had a couple of like SEC offers all the way down to FCS. So he's a big kid. I've watched him grow. So I guess I am surprised by that because Parker has that great defensive line and they have a great defensive back. So it's a little shocking.
Well, he said that was the biggest surprise to him.
Yeah.
The biggest surprise ought to be that he got a win up there in Huntsville.
Yeah.
Last night. That should be his biggest surprise because I'm telling you right now, I had
Thunder and Herd was
I had his
legit.
line.
Yeah.
Listen, I had his.
Oh,
line.
you talking about Brad?
I'm talking about Brad.
Oh, you talking about Brad?
Bradley
Okay.
said that's the biggest surprise to him. Like he should be surprised that they got that game last night.
Oh, he should be surprised that Hearts won.
Yeah,
No.
because the land I had, I'm gonna have to get told.
He turned the TV off.
Did he?
Bradley done turned that TV off in the fourth quarter when it was 21-7.
should have.
He turned it off. Somebody told him what the score was.
Oh.
I'm messing with you, Bradley.
watch that game.
But Larry Stubbs, I see him on there right there.
Yeah.
Larry, he's one of the great officials in our area.
Yeah.
His wife, and I don't want to get personal, but I think his wife had a heart attack this week while she was in the hospital, and they were able to do the procedure there. Last I heard, she's doing fine. She was in ICU recovering. I don't know the details, but I heard this Thursday night. And Larry, we're praying for you, buddy. I mean, there's a lot of things going on around here right now.
Yeah, you're right about that.
One of my very best friends, lifelong friends, passed away yesterday,
Yeah.
Kent Cromley, and we're praying for that family as well. Great sports guy. He loved it as much as anybody, and his son was a good ball player, played at Oxford, then moved to White Plains.
Yeah.
And Brian, and I just hate it. He got some good guys going way too early,
Yeah.
and I was almost one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what? You thank God for the blessing He gave you, baby, to stay here a little longer.
Ain't no doubt.
And we all got to take an opportunity. As long as we're here, we got to live life foot to the foot. I mean, I ain't holding back on anything. Even when Bradley said they on their way to Oxford,
He gonna annex
they
this
come
land?
down here for construction on our new. You can't come down here, man. We're not letting you come to Oxford and buy nothing. You ain't got no land down here. Everything down here is, matter of fact, everything down here is high. You ain't gonna be able to buy, you can't afford land.
So you come down here and buy a
That's
Happy
why I
Meal or something like that. So.
Yeah, we.
Hey, let
Oh,
me ask
I'm
you
in it
this.
now.
A game that's not in our area, but it's a big state game last night, was Hewitt Trustful and Hoover. And Hoover. And Hoover went down to Hewitt Trustful again.
It was Huffman.
No, Huff.
I mean,
No,
Let me
get right.
find it right
Get
here. I got to get it right. But Hoover went down last night.
No, it was Brookwood. It was Briarwood or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I think it was Huffman though.
I think it was Briarwood.
Huffman wouldn't have beat. If Huffman beat Hoover,
No,
fire
no.
the
I'm
coach
sorry, I'm
right
Briarwood.
now. If Huffman beat Hoover,
it was,
fire the coach at Hoover right now. Because
Hold
Huffman,
on.
Get the right.
Huffman couldn't
Hold on, let's
beat.
see. Let me look it up right
It
quick.
ain't- I think it was like Briarwood or Brookwood or something.
Let's see right here.
Hoover football. Let's see.
Hoover lost last night.
That bit was it that bad?
Yeah, they lost last night.
That was bad.
You wait till you see who they lost to. Now I'm telling you, they ain't lose to no shabby team though. They lost.
They lost.
It don't
to,
matter. Here's the thing. That makes him 1-5 on the year, guys. Tell me the last time
They
Hoover was
lost to
1
Mountain Brook
and
they lost
5.
to last night.
Oh yeah,
Mountain Brook.
34-24.
So
Mountain Brook.
listen, Mountain Brook is not no pushover. They got old money.
I ain't saying that, guy. They do have old money.
The old money
over
beat
there.
that new
Old
money, though.
beat new money.
Money, yeah.
I'll take
Old money beat new
You know
money
how-
last night.
Old money.
It always does, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, old money always
Old
beat
money.
new
You know,
money.
you got that old money. They know how to just
Old money just
yeah,
settle down.
Yeah, the new money, you kind of like throwing it around.
Yeah.
Just like
yeah.
Yeah. So
New money tried to do this.
Yeah.
Old money, you don't even know they got in the
yeah,
pocket.
they be like,
See,
You see that guy sitting over there in them overalls.
Yeah.
You don't even know it, but that man may be the richest man in this whole
old
city.
money. That's right. But then he can, like the young bull, run down the hill, and the old bull say he gonna take his time. And see that one young boy run down.
I done
the
heard
hill. Huh?
this might not be good for the show.
I just said he just ran down the hill. That's all I said.
Yeah, I mean, we all know why he run. It's undefeated.
You take the bull down there and say whatever you want with that bull. I just say he ran down the hill.
He ran hard, didn't he?
The old bull stayed up there. He ain't run. So that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
We gonna be around for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I mean, listen, Hoover's in trouble.
yeah, they're 1-5 right
And
now.
I would say that the Buck Nation over there is calling for some heads.
Yeah.
I mean, because I know it. The coach is a long story, and I ain't going to get into it. But let me just say this. I can't recall his name right now, but here's what I do know. My boy was up for that job. And he had that. Listen.
Here we go.
This is going.
You sure you gonna go into these?
Yes,
these
I
getting
am.
off into
I
the
am.
toes?
So don't shoot the messenger. Hey, me and the king tell it like it is.
Oh, put it down.
Put it on the table.
Okay.
Y'all know my boy LeBeau.
It was up there, huh?
Y'all know his background and everything.
Right.
Y'all know my boy. He had that job, and because he was the last, everybody else had been counted out. He was the last guy they interviewed that was still in for the job.
Yeah.
Ain't time for that in Hoover. We got to go get somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went up north, got this guy up in Muscle Shoals. The superintendent at that time shut all of them down, went and got this guy, brought him in on his own. Now the superintendent's gone. This guy's hanging out there on that island by himself.
Well, it's like Gilligan was on the island too. He had some friends. He gonna have to go.
This one ain't got no friends, right? He ain't got no friends in
He got to
Hoover.
go.
Ain't
If
got
he
nobody
don't
coming-
win-
ain't
if he
nobody
don't
gonna-
win in Hoover, he got to go.
Ain't nobody
But-
gonna come to save.
But
you.
let me tell you,
LeBeau,
I
LeBeau
can't
had to go.
imagine, yes, I can't imagine what my boy LeBeau,
Would do with Hoover.
ooh, shut down the state.
Yeah.
Thompson, lock him down.
Yeah.
Throw the
So
key.
well, hold on. So are you trying to tell me?
I'm trying to tell you that there's a lot of lettuce. You can't get rid of lettuce.
I got it. I got you now. I got you now.
can't-
Okay, so what Buckethead is saying there over in Hoover, y'all need to get some smell up in that place. Y'all smell like pure lettuce. It's a smell in there. He had the man up.
I'm glad you said, because, Hoover come after me.
Listen, put some season on your meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you got to use salt and pepper.
Cook it a little longer.
Cook it a little longer.
Cook a little longer.
Get you some smell in there.
Cook it a
Y'all
little
smell
longer.
like pure lettuce over there. Get you some smell. Go get your boy, DeVoe,
Yeah.
and start back winning. If not, we gonna see you down the road.
Y'all be doing a lot of changing. It'd be like the quick stop down here changing tires every year. Who wants to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to do that.
I can't believe you said all that.
Like you putting it on him now, like.
Y'all know that we don't have the principal is not here with us today.
Yeah, we can say.
So we don't
You probably
we don't have nobody putting us in check.
Hey, you're gonna get a text in a minute.
And I'm so
Hey,
glad.
what are you doing?
He's asleep.
I'm so glad.
He's gonna go back and watch you and blow us up.
Oh, well,
But-
I got one word for him. Curve stomp.
Listen, you see this right here? We got Dex with us. He ain't gonna hold it either. We tell it like it is.
But the king we ain't got nobody between.
Nuh-uh. We tell it like it is. We lay it on the table. We don't care what color issue it is. We're gonna tell it like it is.
Oh, I just told you.
You just told it. And listen, Hoover, if you don't know what lettuce is, ask somebody.
Go to Samson, son. Get you the old. Look at Fred Samson. Fred Samson went in the house and told them, "For y'all get some smell in this house.
Smell like
Smell
lettuce.
like lettuce. Real lettuce up in here. That's what they got going on in Hoover.
That
Go over there and get that man. You had a coach.
you had a coach that was that. Listen,
He's more than qualified.
he's more than qualified. And you know, I know we're beating the dead horse here, but ain't no, Hoover. It's y'all fault you're in the shape you're in.
I mean,
No,
whoop your own tail.
Yeah.
Don't whoop nobody
Yeah.
else. Y'all, it's y'all fault.
Yeah. So I mean,
It is what it is.
it is what it is, and you're 1-5, and it could get worse.
It can.
It can get worse.
lot worse.
I mean, the best you can do right now is 5-5, and that I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Somebody, you don't want to know what they just said on here. Ooh,
What is it?
that's the same thing Mumford needs to do. Ooh.
Well, hey,
Don't do it. You got too many coming out of your mouth right now.
I don't know if
That's
I'm with him on that.
Kyle,
But here-
Kyle Brown.
Here's what I'm gonna say. There's a lot of schools around here. There's a lot of schools around here that need to get their act together on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you Buckhead, you get to a certain level, you can say what you said to a certain level. Let me come back around with it. I'll help you out. What Buckhead is trying to say in a political correct way.
Well, we ain't political correct. Don't even try to say that. There ain't no political correct on this
What
show.
Buckhead's trying to say is y'all have some people put up for these jobs, and the reason you don't pick them is just about as dumb as you can get. We don't want to go off into the level of how dumb it is, but
Yeah.
get you some smell in your house. You can't be running around here just. What year we in? 2023.
2023.
Y'all still back there in 1905. Come on, man.
Yeah.
If the coach can coach, go get him. If you got the money for the coach, go get him. If you don't,
Well, you know, it's just like my boy up at Anderson, Coach Rico Jackson told me straight up, when you are a coach of color, you have to take some jobs you don't want to take just because that's the only job you can get.
because they don't want, they're not opening the door.
That's exactly right.
And you know how I feel.
And
about
I
that.
told him when he said that, Coach, you know I love you,
Yeah.
but I know how some of these systems are around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be truthful and honest. It ain't gonna happen.
See, you ain't on payroll.
No,
Say that.
no. I can say what I want to
You
say.
ain't on payroll. That's what I'm saying. You
I
say
mean,
that.
you don't mess around and give me airtime. I can say what I want to say.
Hey, let me know you're gonna go there. Have us in the office come Monday.
Ain't no doubt. Todd said right here, he's okay with it. I mean,
He's like, what?
if Roger can say what he said last night on TV,
He better not call.
better
us.
not call us in the office again about nothing we say.
I know. And all we did, I promise you, he got on me in Buckethead because I said somebody look like Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Why you gonna go there and do that again?
I said something, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what I said. What I said?
You ain't gonna make me say that. You ain't make me come out of my mouth. I'm
worry
not gonna
about
say it.
I forgot.
Don't
You got
do it. Don't do
Going
it.
in the
But
principal office,
when
no
you
more.
mess with Bucket and the King, bad things happen.
Oh.
Bad things happen.
Oh, man.
That's all I'm gonna say on that.
You got $1,000 worth of whoop.
But get back into some of the games.
Better get
I
in there
mean,
before we get in
I was wanting to talk about the Hoover game because you know how Hoover, when you think of Alabama football, people think of Hoover.
Yeah.
Now, now the king of Alabama football, Thompson, went down Thursday night on ESPN where everybody could see it. I mean,
They got
but
they got
That's gonna be
that.
good.
They got that huge offensive line. They just shoved it down Thompson's throat.
I know.
That's what it did. So.
But I'm not taking anything away from Thompson.
Chalk
Clay Chalkmore is
got a
good.
huge offensive line.
Yep. Yeah.
What
They got a
about
kid.
the quarterback?
Quarterback, man. He's a 5-star. He's really a DB, but he's probably the best athlete.
Oh, he's the best,
Man,
best athlete on the field.
But man, that kid runs a 10.46.
Grace. Where that kid
10.46.
from? Cause he got a kind of crazy name. I don't know they flying these folks in, man. I'm telling you right now. Listen, I'm not against anybody that's getting a chance to play football and get a chance to go play college ball or whatever, and it make it better for the kids. I love it. I'm just trying to figure out where that kid come from.
He's been there for a while. He
Flew in.
I don't know where he flew. I don't think he flew in, but he's been there for a while.
With the name he got, I guarantee you, he come off from over there across that water, and I'm trying to find out.
I don't know. He good.
Alabama already got dibs on it.
Yeah, he's been there for a while because I had my first camp in 2020. He was at the camp with Ronnie Royal, so they was going back and forth with each other.
What?
He's been
What
there
were
for
you
a while.
doing? He was playing cornerback then.
A receiving cornerback.
Quarterback now.
And here's what is
That's
impressive.
you something to say now.
Hey,
I
he's-
ain't going there. I ain't saying nothing on that
Quarterback
one.
now. And listen, I know we got to see him. And I told
You're going to
you
get up
guys-
close and personal in about
listen,
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Listen, I told you guys, the only game that I was really kind of on that bubble about when Austin played Clay Chalk. Because we can't never beat them in Clay Chalk. But when they come over here, we give them a game over here. All right, that game right there is going to be the game of the city. I don't care nothing about this other stuff y'all want to put out here, Pell City, blah, blah, blah.
Game of the week next week, Pell City Oxford. You done thrown that one in the.
Man, Pell City is getting better. They improving. Y'all know that. Even when your losses look good, they improving.
Yeah.
You got to give that to them.
I mean, we've talked about it. The coach is a coach.
Yeah.
He's for real.
I mean, they basically got a college coaching staff. So
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I mean, they got
They
guys.
getting the perform. They getting the performance out of the kids right now.
Yeah.
They coming. They improving. But listen, when you put your belt on in the morning, 2 or 3 little holes. You don't tighten it up too tight.
Too
Come
tight.
down that road. Come down that road. Thinking you're just gonna come over here and jump on me. Now that ain't gonna happen.
Now look, Dion said they were coming too.
Hey, what did David say the other week? I love you, Prime.
I love you, Prime, but not this week. It ain't gonna happen this week. I wish he'd come in today and back up what he said, because he told her that the Ducks gonna come in riding on the Buffalo last week.
Yep, and they did.
He said it. Listen, he had his Ducks on. You
Yeah,
know, his
look,
house
look.
is painted Oregon. He got a yellow
is.
house with green trim, and he hangs that Oregon Duck flag out there every week. And he's a big Oregon fan. He said on the show last week, came on,
Check it out,
and
find
told us that I said, give him prep dog. He got all
Yeah,
up.
he did.
Oh, yes, he
Yeah, he
did.
did. I got
it
it.
was great.
It's
And
on
he-
Facebook somewhere. I
And
got
he
it.
told the guy, he said, I love you, Prime, but not today.
That's okay.
Not
Prime-
today.
Listen, just like my Yellow Jacket lost Friday night, Prime didn't go on the field too. That's good. But
Yeah.
you got to understand, man. It's life. If you can move around and understand.
I
how
still
you
love Prime, and I'm
Yeah.
still on the
Always.
Prime
I
wagon.
love it.
I'm still on the Colorado Buffalo wagon.
You go, you ride the wagon. I'm a Yellow Jacket now. We lost game. You think I'm supposed to be down in my Yellow
He was
Jacket?
down a little bit.
Down, man. I went to sleep.
Last 2 series got you it hurt
I
your
know.
stomach for a
That's
minute.
last 2
It's like
series.
choking on the chicken bone. You know how I try to
Yeah.
eat all that meat off the chicken
Yeah,
bone
yeah.
and choke. That's what them last
Yeah.
2 series did.
This between me and you know, Boss Hall on Dukes of Hazzard used to eat bones and all.
I know.
You be trying to eat bones. Oh, I don't try to eat the bones.
Listen, them last 2 series made me choke them on the chicken bone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one more thing
You
about
right.
Clay Chalkville. They got
You
an
right.
offensive lineman that's committed to Oregon. 6'8", 370 pounds, and guess what they did?
They threw a pass to him.
Yep, 2-point conversion.
Oh, that's right. I seen that.
That's a big
Yeah.
boy.
Throwed it out
Maybe-
to the right, out on the right
Yeah,
sideline.
He may be
Talent.
6'9".
Yeah, and the dude, hey, rumbled and stumbled in. They wasn't nobody gonna
No,
keep
he's
him from
like,
going
boom.
in.
Folks out there.
Yeah, they got to him before he got in the end zone, but they
Yeah.
wasn't stopping him.
Oh, he
getting
just
in.
knocked him out the way
You know how you stop a big
I was
man
a
like that.
modern day refrigerator.
in the leg.
You know that?
Them legs.
Modern day fridge.
Yep.
Just like the
I don't know,
Chicago
he's-
Bears
We
did.
don't want to get in that situation.
Yeah, he's
Stay out of
a
that situation.
Yeah, because you ain't got nobody want to hit him.
Nobody.
Nobody.
and he can actually move. He's actually mobile and he's athletic for his size. So,
Who looking at him? You say?
oh, he's committed to Oregon.
He committed to Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah.
and he's gone.
Yeah.
And just
If
talk
they
a
don't
little bit
somebody-
about that game. We're talking about the Buffaloes and Oregon playing last week. If you watch in that game, Oregon's offensive line, defensive line is a difference in
Yeah.
any game.
And see, that- and
they
that's-
dominate.
And that's what everybody was, talking about Colorado. That defensive line, they don't have the size to compete yet with the
No,
elite,
no.
with the elite
But
teams
next
yet.
year they will.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Dion will
coming.
get anybody and
got 'em.
anybody he wants.
You
Yeah.
got him coming. That's okay.
Yeah, so like I said, we got to start somewhere. So
All I know is, if you win, everybody love you.
Oh, ain't no doubt.
When you
No
lose,
doubt.
everybody want to try to run away from you. You got
True.
to be able to say, hey, you're going to have to be a true fan of something. Half these folks run when they wife, I ain't going to go there. I ain't gonna go there. I'm about ready to step all the way in it. You don't know who they fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I agree. I
One
agree.
week you go for Oregon, next week you go for the Auburn Tiger, next week you going for the Georgia Bulldog. You ain't got a team.
that's him right there.
Who is that? David.
Yeah.
David. Yeah, David.
You know David stay down the hill from you.
Oh, I know.
If I know David was hanging the duck, I would go out there and blow that duck.
I know exactly where David
I
lives.
know where he live too. I'm glad I won here.
But
Oh, David, I'm glad.
that was good. That was really good. I loved it.
Yeah, I
Loved
put it on Twitter and tag Oregon football and Coach Locke. He's a running back coach at Oregon. He's actually from Montgomery, so
What about Childersburg?
Childersburg got a big win last night against Vincent Yellowjacket. 16-14.
Vincent won't be the same after that BB Coleman team.
No, I say that, but I'm gonna tell you this: we need to give Childersburg the respect they deserve. I watched them in person at Weaver, and I thought they got some big boys on that team. They beat Mumford early in the year, beat Weaver, now they beat Vincent. Mumford, I'm not saying Mumford's dogs.
Yeah.
That hadn't happened in a while.
yeah,
Vincent is a dog.
yeah.
It's a pretty good team.
And then-
I'm just saying they won't be the same. You know when Fat Boy broke up, the rappers,
Yeah.
Fat Boy, everything went kind of crazy.
Yeah.
They went down there and played BB Coleman, and I'm telling you right now, it showed pulled all the Vince by the Vince.
Yeah.
You
It
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
took a lot out
So
of
it
him.
took a lot
Yeah,
out of them.
right there it is. You can see it on the screen. 16-14.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good game.
It was a good game, but hey,
Vincent normally been on ran to score
hats on
to Childersburg.
to Childersburg. There's another game that I'm not really surprised at the outcome. I'm surprised at the score. Hillcrest Tuscaloosa is really good. They're really good.
And one of my friends was at the game, and he was like, I know he was really impressed with Hillcrest. He was like, Gaston City wasn't what he thought it was going to be. So he was like, Hillcrest is pretty good. So.
We can, if y'all want to run through them games, we can. I'm gonna stop it from scrolling.
Stop it from scroll. Let's run through some.
I'm gonna stop it from running around on us.
It's the Host Bluff and White Plains.
I know for man, I know I got to hair up and get me some coffee. I seen a guy sitting there looking like Leon Smith. Man. I thought it was Leon Smith. When I came back, I was like, wait a minute. Look at that guy over there. You can't see it. Look over
Which
there.
one?
Where?
The one right there, looking at my eye.
Oh, I see it.
He look like Leon. He
Yeah.
look like Leon, don't he? Oh,
Hey, quit
man.
messing with
That
folks.
was- Huh?
Quit messing with folks.
Oh, God. We need to talk. While you over here scrolling, I guess, man.
Yeah, we'll
I
talk.
see the Pale City.
City.
Listen, you followed that Pale City game. You followed actually won the game, but I'm telling you, Pale City improved enough to hang around with you. Followed. I thought they were going to win the game.
Yeah, one of my
Say
good
Jig.
friends play. He
right.
coaches at Pale City, so he was hitting me up last night, and he was like, "Tell Oxford we coming." Because he told me to.
Gee, let me get that cowboy hat for a second.
Boy, looking clean, ain't
Let me get that hat right there for a second. Some of you folks don't know that. That's what I'm talking about. Come on back in a minute. That's what I'm talking about. Now we finna talk stuff.
New sheriff in town.
Yeah.
New
The
sheriff
new
in town.
sheriff in
New
town.
rule. You need to come up there and see me, Jig.
I've been being so busy. I'll be to see you one day. I
Okay.
told you, Mama told me she's working with you.
Hey, put the hat back. You put the hat back on him.
You told you. I got my own.
Make sure you get it on the right side.
It's all right. Yeah.
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 There you go.
There you go, right there.
Don't
I mean, you
worry
had the
about
hat
that.
on backwards?
Listen.
Come on,
Hey.
man.
Listen.
Oh,
I ride bulls back. You know,
Oh.
how good I am. You know what I'm saying? But thanks, G. Appreciate it, bud. I'm just saying, they come next week when I come up in here with mine on. Y'all might already getting ready.
what we got to get ready about?
You wait. I
I'm
know I
gonna
do a
wait.
surprise for all y'all. You
I
hold up.
can't wait for you to
hold up.
surprise me.
I need my I'm gonna need Todd to help me out though, cause I lost a land deal. I'm still trying to get them up there to appeal it. But God Almighty, I had it, man. You know I had lakefront
Lakefront
property up there in Huntsville.
Lakefront. Where at?
Gunnersville.
Gunner.
Gotta see ya.
Todd,
Look, okay,
I
let's
need your
talk. Dex, you was at this game right here.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about this game.
The first few plays, honestly,
this is Piedmont and Anderson.
Piedmont and
Thursday
Anderson,
night game.
I think the first 8 plays, it was like 5 penalties to start the game. So it started off kind of sloppy. But Anderson, like I said, they more of a finesse type team. Piedmont had some injuries. So it was 14-9. I think Anderson has a lot of stuff they got to clean up as far as penalties. And like I say, it's just something they just got to clean that up. That's all I can say about that.
I thought it was real sloppy to begin with, the same as you.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of this game, flipping back and forth between
Yeah.
this game and Thompson and Clay Chalkville, and actually then watched on 2 screens.
Yeah.
But multi-view. But Piedmont, and we talked about it last night.
Yeah.
Me and you got to fill in for the boys on the coaches show last night, and Piedmont is tough on Coach Miller right now
Yeah.
because he, like we said, it's hard to follow the guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
anywhere you go.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he followed a legend there, like you said last night,
Yeah.
and Steve Smith and Jonathan Miller. We know he can coach.
Yeah.
We've seen what he did at SAC.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying is Piedmont, don't get down. I mean, have the same love that you had for him at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Hang in there with him, and just Coach Miller's the man. He loves being there.
Yeah.
You couldn't have got a better coach in that position.
And too, like I say, speaking of injuries, the Pinto kid, when they lost him for the year, that was a big loss.
That was a massive loss.
Yeah, and I mean the kid's a great athlete, and I even think the Bethel kid, he's not even 100% right now. So
White Plains can sympathize with Piedmont because when they lost the Pinto kid to Piedmont, they know how it feels.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Piedmont, I can say this too. I had a couple of Piedmont fans come to the restaurant the other night, and like I said, because they played Thursday, they come down Friday and ate, and they were sitting there, they were talking to me, and like I told them, it's gonna be a time that they're gonna improve and they're gonna get better.
yeah,
Because that, like I said, you got a new coach. That coach took that job knowing that he's actually going into a position where this man here was bigger than gold
Yeah.
up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You stepped into some big shoes. A lot of coaches wouldn't do that. You don't even take it. But Miller, he went to that. He went there knowing
yeah,
that he got some big shoes to fill. And so until he get up to that status, then he might not win all the games like the old coach did, but he just gonna make it be his. He got to make it his house.
yeah.
he
It ain't
does.
his house yet.
And I'll say this too, you're right. And the Field of Champions is the Field of Champions no matter what. It's still intimidating. Coach Jackson, Rico Jackson at Anderson, I was talking to Chandler before the game, and he said, man, we're in the middle of nowhere, Alabama. Nothing against Piedmont, but you just feel like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you drive up and you see this stadium, this school, the old
nice,
complex.
real nice.
And you go, what in the world in rural Alabama? You got this unbelievable stadium, unmatched. Yeah. And he was blown. He was blown
facility.
away by that.
I mean, even the facilities around it is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the restrooms, it's like one of the cleanest restrooms I ever been in.
I'm so glad y'all gave me the opportunity to say what I need to say. I'm so glad y'all brought that out like that. Look here, thank you, cause you go way up one to get to Piedmont. You open up and I'm out in a big field, and they got a state of the art
Yep.
I can't get them folks right up the road here in Anderson to do the same. I'm mad because they haven't.
Yeah.
That stadium need to be redone. They need to put a new school for them kids. They don't put 15 schools around Calhoun County.
Well, here's the problem. You stepping on. You're out in another man's
I
land
step all the way out.
because
Yep.
here's the reason. Calhoun County,
Open it up, then.
Anniston is a city school,
City.
so they don't get any funding from the county.
Anderson got plenty of money.
Hold on. Did you say Anniston got plenty of
They
money?
got the hospital. They got the airport. They got money down that road. They
Well,
put money in the wrong place.
Well, that was.
said-
I mean,
You want me to say it again?
well, how financially stable was the hospital?
It's open. It ain't never closed. You've been up there.
I was up there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad it was open when I was
They
there.
got 2
I'm
hospitals.
glad it was open. But here's what I'll say. Regardless of what kind of money Anderson City gets, which I'm trying to agree with you, but I can't agree with you that they got a lot of
They
money
ain't
flowing
putting it in
through
the wrong
there.
place. They want to go down there. I got the books.
So, well, the school needs it then
Yeah.
if they got it. That's what I'm gonna
That's
say.
all I'm saying.
Um,
They built a brand new courthouse,
They a nice one.
a brand new police department.
Yep.
Them judges got to be sitting real pretty over there.
You heard that, didn't you? That was your Uncle Joe that built that, not them. He paid for that.
Who did?
Uncle Joe. Joe Biden.
Oh, mama.
He don't know that he paid for it.
Yeah.
Mama paid for it.
Yeah, he don't
They
know
don't
it though.
took his money. They don't took the money that's supposed to be somewhere.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying.
That's just like the auntie down there in Montgomery. She do the same thing.
No, she walking in high cotton.
High.
She high stepper.
Ain't no high.
Ain't nothing but high.
high. She got Joe money too.
We got, hey,
They got old money.
let me tell you this.
Got Joe money.
Hey, every one of them trying to get in my house and get my money, so I don't like none of them. I'll be honest with you.
Listen,
I'm not a politician, don't claim to be one, don't like not one of them.
Get that microphone to say that. Hold on. Them idiots finna shut the government down. I don't like none of them either.
No.
You gonna get a check? I need my check.
Listen,
On my daddy record.
I want my daddy's record.
yeah. So you can shut it down, you can do what you want to.
It's gonna hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
It is, but this is what don't make no sense. They don't know it because they ain't never worked a day in their life.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They lifetime politicians can't tell me what's best for me. And you guys that work every day. I don't care what nobody says. I don't like politicians, not near one of them.
Not now.
Nair.
Now.
Southern slang, nair.
Curves.
Curve stomp all of them. Me and you need to run for something.
Yeah.
I've been running. I put my name down every time I go and vote. You know, I write my name.
How you told me
Right
that?
there, right there.
Others,
I ain't
Gary
voting for Gary
Mason.
Mason.
Others, Gary Mason.
I don't vote for not one nut that I know that's running for something around. Even the dog catcher, I put my name down.
The dog
I got
catcher.
about 5 votes last.
Leave the dogs alone.
Man, some of these dogs got to go. I'm gonna have to
But-
find somewhere to go.
Piedmont's getting there. It'll take them a couple
Yeah.
years. But I will say this: their players are scrappy.
They
we
are.
like what we've seen out of them.
Yeah.
Anderson, you better fix some things before you get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They
It's
had,
gonna be a short year.
they had a lot of flags on Elson.
Yeah.
And a lot of them was caused by Anderson.
Yeah.
But I saw a hit on the sideline where he hit this kid, and they both went out of bounds. They called personal foul. That kid was hit inbound. Now, when you roll out of bounds, that stops the play.
Yeah.
Dex, you was at this one last night.
Yeah. I mean, Weaver just was too much for this team. Ashbury, Weaver controlled it from the get-go. Pick 6. Yeah, Weaver. It was 55 to
You
nothing.
remember Coach said, if you want a victory, put Asbury on the schedule. He wasn't lying.
It was
Coach
50,
said that.
It was 55 nothing at halftime.
But now Coach Cofer came
Came
in.
in and he was like, he got a lot of respect for the team. So he actually started pulling starters in the second quarter. So that's, he didn't want to feel like he was embarrassing the other team because he know they got a lot of work to do.
57-6.
But I'm serious, they started putting in the younger players. before I even
We
left.
had the highlights
Yeah,
on there.
I got the highlights.
Last
and
night.
He took the offensive starters out starting the second quarter.
Okay.
And so Caden
And
Good was
then-
trying to run back out there. They wouldn't let him. The Keyshawn Allen kid, they wouldn't really let him come back
Everybody
out
wanted a
there.
piece of it. That
Yeah,
night.
so they was just very, very overmatched last
Well,
night.
from a team that didn't win, one game last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
Take it as you get it.
yeah.
I may be able to. Y'all keep.
You got a next team?
Well, I may be able to pull this this game in. I think when Dex sent me the highlights, I think I've got it right here. Let me see if I can find it. And
I know. If he looking for highlights, then we'll be him holding the rest of the show.
Put it like this.
He ain't finna find nothing.
They gave up 2 punt returns for touchdowns.
is it
That's
right
it
here?
right here. Watch the pick 6. Right here. That's the first touchdown.
Johnny on the spot.
Yep. I mean,
Wait
just,
a minute, man. I'm looking at.
yeah, that's Weaver.
We were in the red. And
Weaver's in the red. That kid right there he's really good. About 6'2", 175.
I know we was in the red, but the team that I'm watching right there, are they running?
They try.
they're just not there. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, Coach said it best. We just had way more dudes
Yeah.
than they did.
Yeah.
And where they from?
Up north somewhere.
I don't even know what Ashbury
I don't
is.
either. Somewhere.
It was just, it was almost like a practice with him, honestly.
And this is their second year, he said, to have a program.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're building their program.
Okay, I got you now. Now I follow you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at it and just see that it.
Just the only bad play that Weaver had right here.
Now, I like the way the guy went up and got that ball and
Yeah.
covered it up, mate.
Leave me alone, man. Just go on, man. You starting this. Oh, you go.
Another punt return right here. So
Hold on,
That's enough of that right there.
I gotta look at that one more time.
No, you better not.
I gotta look at that because I like the way this guy went up and he got it all he got body, arms, everything around the ball.
But he could have did
legs.
this and took out running, though.
He got legs
Yeah.
and everything around the ball. You get all that around the ball, you ain't dropping that ball.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Man, go, man. Move. Move. Take that somewhere else.
see, this is a freshman right here. This is like a freshman with this long touchdown reception right here. So,
You see them boy? That boy don't start running 10 yards back. Come on, man.
Look, nothing, no disrespect. I just
Yeah.
want to show. Coach Cofer said, listen, this is what he said. Last night before the game was over, he had some kids that started doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And he ain't going to put up with that.
Yeah.
And that he said, when you win with dignity. And when you lose, you lose with dignity.
Yeah.
And he said, because sometimes you on the other end of that.
true.
And,
It's a lot.
and Weaver been on the other end of that
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
So if you know how it feels, why ain't you going to do it to somebody else?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah, that's one of my biggest things in life. Don't treat people if it's gonna make you feel bad. Don't make them feel the same.
Well,
way.
Right.
You know, we talked about, we have that legacy series. We had Kevin Blue on last week.
Yeah.
And his saying was treat people right.
Yeah. And that kid, man, that dude was a baller. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
He was a little older than me. That's the only thing I remember. Kevin Blue.
Buckethead saying that he's old.
Yeah, but that kid, he not a kid, but that guy could play, man. I was just like,
I
wow.
love him. I used to love watching him play. I used to hate him though.
I did too. And let me tell you this, putting that video together, there was a basketball clip that came up. And doggone if it's the only basketball clip I ever seen of me playing high school ball. They get a ball to Blue, he scores. We throw it in, I come back to break the press. Get the ball. I got a guy wide open underneath. I'm driving the lane, dish it to him. Blue's got a 7-foot arm, reaches out there and grabs the ball and takes it back down to the other end. But that's the only clip I've ever seen of me playing basketball.
Really? I mean, he was an unbelievable athlete. So,
Yeah, he was good.
yeah.
So let's move on to the next one. Since Gary don't want to talk, great job by Weaver though.
Yeah.
Win the ones you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
I mean, win the ones you're supposed to win, Oxford.
And win a few, and win a few that you're not supposed to win too.
Okay.
So,
This one we've already talked about. We don't have any dogs in this one, but great showing by Ramsey to go to Auburn and play that game. Another one, no dog. That game was close for a while. 2 big plays busted that game open.
yeah, probably one of the big running back that got down there.
Yeah, it
Just
was.
committed to Auburn,
It
so,
was.
Yeah.
But that is,
That's a big old joker.
anytime you go down and lose, it's a tough place to play.
A lot of them finding that out.
This one right here, Southside and Boaz. Southside trailed this whole game. They trailed the whole game, won in overtime.
I guess that's a surprise.
Yeah, because we seen Jacksonville dismantle Boaz a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. I mean, break them down. And that, I don't know if it was I think you called it right, Dick. I think it was a sandwich game. They was overlooking it.
Yeah.
And just looking at the next opponent.
Yeah, I think they were too. So
You got Corey Ramsey on came on here talking about some roll tide. Good morning, roll tide. I can't see.
Delete that thing.
I can't block.
Look, this one right here, the only defense played it tonight.
and I'm gonna tell you,
Or somebody that wasn't scoring none.
all right.
See, brother, good job last night.
Yeah, you're gonna hear more.
Great
about-
call.
But Cedar Bluff has a kid that's 6'5", 290 Gary, 14 years old. 14, wears a size 16 shoe. Put his highlights out. Georgia Southern offered the next day. He's at Georgia Tech today.
Then we're going to get to that in just a minute.
Yeah.
We're going to get to Dexter. Matter of fact,
Yep.
y'all want to go to Dexter's, dude?
You ain't went to now commercial.
Let's
today.
go. We haven't, but I like it when we don't have to. You know, the chef ain't here. He makes us go to commercials. We got commercials hanging all behind them.
You got that? You got that dude up there?
Dexter's dudes ready to go right here, Dexter.
right.
You'll see who we're going to start out with. But we got 3 good ones this week as well.
That's him right there.
That's the kid from, you was just talking
Cedar
about.
Bluff. 6'5". Watch his get off gear. Watch this. He has a little twitch
Oh,
to
wait a
him.
minute now.
14 years old.
Oh, defense.
Defense. He's a legit. Some people say he's probably about 6'6", but I'm gonna find out
That's
today.
hey, he's a beast coming at you
Yeah.
when he gets through that. Ain't no hiding.
I mean, he is like, look. I mean,
Oh,
he's
that's a
Gets
good
them
looking
doggone
kid
big
right
old
there.
paws on you.
Even Alabama said the kid's gonna be a freak. So,
Ooh, Lord.
so give him a few more years, and he's gonna be a household name.
Oh, when he get his hands on you, gotta go
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. So, like I say, you know, he can move a little bit too.
Look at your butt coming in the door right there.
We're going to get you up here in just a minute.
Yep.
Ooh,
So yeah, man, that kid, he's good, man. He's gonna be a great one. So I hope he stays healthy, keep his head on right. So, I mean, look,
How old you say you?
14 years old.
Now, I'm just going to say this,
Look,
Dex.
what? Look.
The question I got for you, Dex, is
All right.
can Cedar Bluff keep him?
No. I answered that for you.
This guy right here, we knows a dog. We've been talking about him all year.
Yeah.
Jesse Baswell from Ohatchee.
Yeah, 215 pounds. He's got some wheels on him. So I got to watch him in the spring as well.
How you letting a man? You had an angle on him.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
still
he's-
didn't catch.
Yeah, I mean the kid.
Oh, I know it. I know it.
See, watch this run right here.
Well, some of them don't want to hit this kid.
Yeah, I mean he's powerful, man. He's just like he turns the corner, he's gone. And it's surprising, you know, he doesn't have any offers either. So we're trying to get that, you know, changed as well. So watch this right here. I mean, he has great vision. He's a kind of patient runner, but when he hits the corner, man, he's gone.
Who's that team he's running against right there?
I'm not sure, but watch this right here. He can even catch the ball. Watch this. Touchdown. You can't see it. This is a game I was at during the fall. And I mean, he breaks tackles. Yeah, just breaks tackles and everything. So look at this right here. So great kid from what I understand. So yeah, he is. He actually plays defense too, but I like him better on offense. Look at this. Change of direction and he's gone. He's one of those players you're going to see, like, I think he would be a good fit at something like the Citadel or something like that. So
You know, he played hard last night, too.
Yeah.
He he was outgunned last night with
Yeah.
Jacksonville in town.
yeah. And too, like, you playing both ways, and you can, I mean, you go 100%, but after a while, you know, your stamina's going to kind of wear down a little bit. So this is a play I like right here, how I can just kind of change direction and throws the hand up like, yeah, you know, I know I'm the
Yeah.
guy, you can't stop me. So
Well, see, the thing about kids like that, if you're at Oxford
Yeah.
playing one way,
yeah.
how much better are you? How much better are you really because you only playing one way?
Yeah, and like you say, your stamina's going to be, it's just so hard to go. I mean, you're going 100%, but by the end of the game, it's not 100% sometimes.
Oh, no, and
Yeah.
hey, going to Mumford, I never left the field, so
Yeah.
That kid there.
I understand it.
Well, that kid right there, if he was at Oxford, he'd probably go both ways. It ain't that you can't go both ways.
I know, but
Yeah.
they got enough athletes that you
Yeah.
don't have to go both
But
ways.
Yeah.
But if you good enough.
But you get breathers. He can't get a breather
Yeah,
here.
because he goes special teams. I mean, he's on everything. So even right here, you know. Now this is a kid from.
I like this kid right here, too.
Watch this, Gary. I don't know if you've seen this kid. He's so quick twitch. His name is Keyshawn Cole. Watch the look. He runs a 10.7 300 meters,
Oh, that's
4.4 40. Last week, he threw for 342 yards
Yeah.
And also I think he had a touchdown run.
He's with
74
Carroll of
yards.
Ozark.
Carroll
That's where he
Ozark.
plays.
And so I got to see him live in
I like it.
in the spring.
I need Auburn to look at him right
Yeah.
now.
And
I like it.
I think he has a Tuskegee offer, and I think UAB offered him. I'm not for sure.
With the speed. And
Yeah, I mean he's so elusive, man. He's so quick twitch. I mean,
Oh, you didn't run by that guy.
He
Yeah,
done ran by the
I mean, he
whole
didn't
field.
run by him. They
Yeah.
broke his ankle.
I mean, he got.
Broke his ACL.
Can
He
he
did,
throw it?
man.
Can he throw it?
Yeah, he threw for 342 last week. Things like 5'9", 5'10", 175. He's to me, you can think he reminds me of a little bit of a
Hold
David
on,
Palmer.
He better not
Look,
get out of that.
he
better
is.
not- oh, Lord. He had 5 guys on top of him. And he better not get a touchdown.
He won't score here, but he can't. You know, he tried though. But he reminds me a little
ran
bit.
out of field.
Yep.
He still
Still didn't get it.
got out of that.
You know, honestly, I know people like compare him to me. Look at that right there. He's a mix between a pro throw / Palmer. Not saying he's that good, but that's how he kind of reminds me of that type
good to
player.
me.
So look at this. Look how he threw the ball just sidearm. Look, touchdown like 20, 30 yards with no problem. So the kids, I mean, he is that guy. So I think he's gonna score right here too. I think.
Did you send that to Auburn?
I haven't, but it's
I
on.
need you to
It's,
send that to Auburn.
it's on Twitter though. They should see it.
They
so.
should see it.
Yeah, they should see it. So great kid. I was at this game. He threw this right here, touchdown. The kid he threw it to is really
Oh, he
good
put
too.
it out there.
Yeah,
You see that ball?
yeah. See, look. Watch how he just moves, man. He just,
He throw it on the road.
yeah. I mean, and he can do a sidearm too. So
Look like he got a couple dogs with him though.
yeah.
When you next time you go down there to Auburn to the game, you need to make
Well,
sure.
Carroll of Ozark's down that way. It ain't far
Yeah.
from Auburn.
I don't mean they saw something.
That is our Dex's dudes for this week. And let me tell you something. We got people talking about Dex's dudes all over. I mean, even other shows, coaches, and kids. And you want to be a Dex's dude.
Yeah, you want to be in that.
Yeah, you got to be in that. And I mean, we've had some great kids that he's shown on Dex's dudes this year.
There's gonna be a lot
And
more.
Can't wait to see what's coming next.
Yep.
But I mean, the kid from Weaver's gonna be a dude. I think
He is.
he ain't made it yet.
That kid is legit,
but he's gonna
man.
be a dude too. So.
Yeah, I just put his highlights out this morning. So hope.
So I tell you, we're thinking like the same. I mean, we great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Dex. So, what'd you say?
He ain't putting in mind with your mind. You're in trouble. Hey,
This game right here.
one of your friends come up. What do they call out there at Weber? What's his name? Sambo. Yeah. He come by the restaurant. Want to make sure I told you he stopped by to see me. A big Weber man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad he came out.
He come by.
This game right here was closer than what I thought, Dex.
Yeah,
I think he pulled the dogs off.
I do too
Because that coach will win with respect
Yeah, he will.
and dignity.
Yeah, and not take anything away from Alexander. We know they're young, but with Danny Horn, like I said, he's gonna respect his opponent, so he don't want to embarrass anybody if he can help it. So
Danny Horn.
This game right here I was at, and you told me Cornejo has no offers yet.
I think he has a Birmingham Southern offer.
I'm going to tell you something.
What you tell?
I'm fixing to give some teams some prep talk right here.
Get it to him.
Power 5 teams, you won't find a kid put together no better than this kid. And let me just say this. He plays as hard as anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He runs the ball as hard as anybody I've ever seen.
He does.
He is a Derrick Henry type kid that running the football. Not saying he's big as Derrick Henry, but the kid's big. I got to see him in person Friday night at Mumford and talk to him. And I told him, I said, look, Chandler had the cards. I was going to give him his player of the week stuff. But I give him his headband. He stuck that headband on where the whole game was taking it off and shouting the primetime player of the week. And but let me just say this. He's big up top.
Yeah.
He's tall as me. Big up top.
Yeah. Earl Campbell.
But when you get to his button legs,
Earl
button
Campbell.
thighs, Earl Campbell style.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You can't tell it on the screen.
You know Earl
but
Campbell,
he
you're
is
speaking high.
thick. Yeah. But have you ever seen this kid run?
Man, yes, I have seen him. I want to go back to that Earl Campbell. You put him in the nice category.
Yeah, he deserves to be there. I
Yeah, I
think.
mean, he's like I say, he has a college-ready body right now.
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
So, and that's saying a lot coming from me.
Listen, that M right there, my hometown, Mumford Limes.
What
They
what
was
they stand for?
Mumford Limes. And they were so glad to see Cornell get back on that bus and go back to Cherokee County. It wasn't even funny. And so is a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Happy to see him get on that bus. But now here's the thing. When you start thinking about Cornell too much, the quarterback and a couple other kids will hurt you too.
Yeah, we saw that on film.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
They got
He's like,
coming out that north.
They gonna cut. Listen, I'll go ahead and tell you, I don't care who they got to play.
they coming out the north.
They
coming
gonna
out the
be
north.
in Tuscaloosa representing the North and for
Something catastrophic have to happen for them
Unless-
to come out the north.
Yeah, unless the tornado goes through and blows everything up there down,
They
and they
gonna
cancel
take
football.
The game we played in Tuscaloosa.
I know, and I'm just saying that's the only way they don't make it to Tuscaloosa.
They're really that
If they
dominant.
cancel football.
They're really that dominant in the
You
4A
know, when you
north.
start saying that, they always say you put the jinx on team.
I can't jinx that team. It's too good. I
You
can't
should.
jinx that one. I can't jinx it. Nobody in the North's beating Cherokee County. Nobody. Now, I ain't gonna say that about the South.
Yeah. The
'Cause the
is-
South,
Yeah, South.
See, I don't know, like we talked about though, the South is so many good teams. They're going to be beating up on each other. So,
You're exactly right.
who's going to be healthy when it comes to the state championship? So that's the biggest. thing in the South.
well, we know that you got Catholic of Montgomery.
Yeah. Andalusia,
Andalusia, Hanley.
Is Jackson 4A or 5A?
But now, I think that my boy Danny Horn exposed Hanley
Yeah.
and seen that they didn't like to get hit directly in the mouth.
Yeah.
Andalusia
Big.
playing Bibb County last night and proving that they can take that lick and give it back
Yeah.
shows to me that Andalusia is going to be a tough out.
Yeah.
They're going to be a tough out for anybody they play.
Yeah.
Because Bibb County, like I said, will hit you in the mouth.
Yeah.
They will line up and they will run right at you, and they've always been that way.
Yeah, I know I got a big old defensive end that's got like several offers at Bibb County. And so you're right, he's physical. So
Bibb County.
We talked about this game earlier. That's a big win. Bibb County, we have a legend in the house from Bibb County.
The what kind of the pickup game?
No, he's a legend.
Yeah, he told me.
If he don't get hurt, ain't no telling where this
No,
guy would have been.
no, he called
I
it.
mean, he might have still been playing on Sundays at age 60 years old.
He told me, listen now, he told me at his own mouth now that he was the
The
top,
intramural.
the top player in the intramural.
Well,
He got drafted.
That's after he got
in the
hurt.
country.
He got in the country.
In the country.
He got drafted to the intramural team. Top.
Oh, good.
That's good.
I believe you. He got a lot of grit in him.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. I want to give him his paper now. He gave me his stats.
Oh, he give you the stat?
I seen him working out.
You seen him working out?
He was throwing the ball with Norm. Boy, it was a terrible sight.
Shut up. Go to the next game. We talked about this, and that's a big win for Childersburg.
Yeah, it is.
Big win. That's the Tennessee fans in the house. Right there. You don't see that here. Go Vols. I heard that. You don't hear that much around here.
Y'all
They
come
let
on
me
in.
down a little bit, but they don't ever play good in Jacksonville. They let me down a little bit in the Florida game.
From Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Florida curved on.
They did.
Yeah.
I need them to come on back. Because there's two more teams. First on.
This game right here, like me and Dick said, somebody had to win this one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a game where you had a 2-1 win game, or one of them was
both of them was winless.
winless.
Yeah, I think. And
So somebody had to win.
yeah.
And
Horseshoe
Horseshoe
Bend
Bend did the job.
One pretty big. So.
Like we've talked about this
Yeah.
game already. Collinsville homecoming. I hadn't seen Collinsville this dominant. They're 4-1 or 5-1 now.
Yeah, 5-1 now.
So I mean, I don't know what the Gaston Bulldogs has got, but they look like Georgia.
Yeah.
They didn't play like
Georgia.
Georgia.
I don't know. Georgia's not playing that great this year.
They ain't playing that good this
What,
year.
that East Gas?
Gaston. That ain't Gaston.
Yeah.
That's
So
Gaston.
where they located?
They're located up north of Attala, Gaston.
Yeah, they're in Etowah County, right?
Yeah, they're in Etowah County.
Yeah.
North of Attala. North of Attala.
Yeah.
You have names similar to
Altoona.
and Gaston.
Altoona.
Man, go ahead.
Big win right here. We talked about this for Coach Martin.
Yeah.
Holly Pond is over, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know how big a win it is. You give up 18 points to over.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, you know, a coach will take a win. So
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did.
Coach take a win.
Yeah.
It's a big win for Glencoe because they
Yeah.
needed it.
Yeah, they
You
did.
know what else Nick Lincoln need?
What?
To get up off them tickets coming up that road right
They will
there.
get you right there.
Right on there.
When you see that speed limit drop, you better pull it down quick because they will get you right there.
They start winning football games.
I get caught looking at the cross. I mean, you know, because they decorated up real nice for everything. I get caught looking at all that stuff.
flags.
Yeah, the flags.
Yeah,
Blip.
nice. Yeah, but I need them to start winning games so the police can start letting us come through there. Cause I'll be trying to get up there. Get
Need
them
more
to
ticket sales, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, they got to slow that down a little bit.
Hartsel, it's just, we just talked about Hanley.
Yeah.
Playing Lynette. Lynette, you explain why
Yeah.
Lynette's not the same Lynette as it used to be.
Yeah, Coach Story's retired, and all the Story kids are gone. You know, all of them played at Richmond, Alabama, and Clemson.
Yeah.
And several other kids played at the next level. So he decided to step down, I think, just so he can enjoy, you know, watching his kids play, go to the games every Saturday. So great guy.
Wildcats.
Coach Jennings is look.
Wow.
He's just like
Feeling too.
everything else.
Yep.
He wants to make that program his own. Give him time to make it his own.
That's right.
You know, you win or lose, that's okay.
Yeah.
Do it the way you want to do it. That way, when somebody comes at you, you can say, "I did it the way I wanted to
Yeah.
do it." So
I don't want to lose with another man playing.
no,
Yeah, true.
no, I ain't gonna lose.
You
with
never
none
want to
of
do
that.
that.
That's
Never.
what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna do it. That's why we talked about Jesse. He give it all he had, but he was just outgunned.
Yeah,
last
I mean,
night. Jacksonville
Yeah,
don't
they got,
play.
They got so many weapons, man. Of course, they got Ogle, Sinclair, what's that? Fisher,
English.
and Sinclair, and they actually got a big offensive line. Jacksonville
Yeah.
does. So, and
That
they-
nine been good. For
But
me.
Ogle can cut you up like a knife.
He can,
He
man.
like carving a turkey dinner. He
thank-
can carve you up.
and the thing about it, people don't realize.
That won it.
Remember that
Yeah,
commercial?
like-
Remember that commercial?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, it ain't no old time.
and you know, he
It's
can,
one of them good ones.
he can
Serrated
actually,
now.
he can actually
Get
hit you with his legs too. You know, people don't give him enough credit for his running ability. So he's like you said, yeah, Jacksonville just had too much for them last night.
Let's see who you got next.
We talked about this, and we'll leave it up for a minute. Just let it soak in for the King. Hartsel 22, Oxford 21. A game that we watched the ending of. Tough loss for Oxford. Real tough loss for Oxford. They were winning the whole game. Led decisively with 8 minutes to go, 21-7. What happened, King?
What happened was it caused me to lose my land. I had lakefront land in Huntsville in my hand.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got Gunnersville. You said the lakefront was on Gunnersville and it's in Huntsville.
You gotta go through Gunnersville to get to Huntsville.
Okay.
That's all close I got to the lakefront part. But let me say this here. We got that on an appeal. I got Todd lawyers are working on my appeal to get.
Who'd you turn it into? Because if you turn it in up there at Hartsel, they're gonna kick it right out of court.
We going to the Supreme Court, baby.
You're not fooling with them?
We leaving the state of Alabama. I'm not dealing with people in Alabama right now.
Well, I can tell you-
Alabama.
I can tell you this.
I had that land in my hand, and
Bradley could have came on this morning and blowed you up,
he don't been on here several
but he
times.
really ain't blowed you up. If
He
Bradley
on out now.
if
He
Bradley
don't-
was the kind of man I was,
yeah,
what would happen this morning?
I probably would have had to been on. Beep, beep. Yeah,
You don't want me pushing the
Push
button.
that button, 'cause me and Bradley don't put that possum back up that he called a wildcat.
That's a tiger.
That's what it is, a tiger.
Yeah. Hey,
That
ask
little
him.
possum.
Ask him. Them yellow jackets know what that tiger tastes like now.
No,
Yeah, they do.
he can't get up there and pump his check. He know for a fact we ran him in there and hit them dead in the mouth.
But it's all
And
about
all in
it's
the
all
game.
about W's and L's.
Yep.
I know what it's about.
And that, hey, listen, and he said it's gonna be a long bus ride home.
Yeah.
That's a long 2 hours when you got that L the way they got it.
He said
It ain't there.
he said he can't talk too much. He got Muscle Show coming in town. This
Muscle Shoals is good too, really good.
You
But
got to give Bradley credit, though. He got more sense.
he could probably be on our show.
How about I just
he
say
got more sense than you do.
He got more sense than you.
But big win for Hartselle.
Yeah.
Don't really mean anything. You can boast it, but
Hats off.
number
to him.
6, number 8 playing a 1-point game. Neither one of them will fall out of the polls,
You don't
which
know.
who cares? Because the polls don't mean anything.
They probably kick us out.
I would probably kick the Yellow Jackets
Yeah,
out.
kick us out. 'Cause
I
we
would
don't
kick the
win.
Yellow Jackets out for the last 2 possessions. That's the only
next-
reason I'm kicking them
listen,
out.
The next two, and listen, the next 2
I'm going with the announcer.
Next 2 or 3 games, you kick me out. The next 2 or 3 games, don't try to put me back in. 'Cause when we
Oh, you
win,
ain't gonna
we're
get.
gonna win out.
If you get put out,
No, we win out.
if you get put out of the out of the polls this week,
Yeah.
and they don't put y'all back in next week, you got an open week, and then you got Clay Chalkville.
And then you just hear
It'd
me
be
say,
tough to get back in that poll when you got Clay
Listen,
Chalkville.
listen, we win out. I don't want no part of the
Oh, if you win out now, that's a different story.
If they put me in the poll, I'm calling the Fox 6 News. I'm calling TV 24. I'm calling an interview, press conference. The King on the press conference
Why to get out of them?
to cuss out everybody that's got something to do with that poll.
Look, 22-21. This is a game across the state that had. I mean, that I honestly thought no way LeBeau and Pleasant Grove Spartans could beat the Thundering Herd of Parker. No way it could happen, but it happened.
Yep.
It happened. That ball bounces crazy ways.
It does.
Well, listen, see how you justify that right there? My Yellow Jackets lost.
I watched it. I watched the end of it.
Yeah, that means that same thing.
That ball-
They lost the game.
I watched the end of it though.
Yeah, they lost the ball. We lost the game. Listen,
What you got to say about that? I want you to talk about this one, King. Because he's bringing them Panthers to Oxford next week.
listen, that man been on a tour. He been all down to Auburn, taking the team down there, practicing on Auburn Field, going all up in there looking at the lights and everything, you know.
What does that mean?
He better not come down 21 messing with the Yellow Jackets. That's what I mean. That's what that
He
is.
said he's going to come look at Oxford lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to let him tour. Come on down. Come and see that. That's what they finna build in Pell City.
The same thing?
No, Toys R Us and Bass Pro Shop
Bass Pro Shop in Pale City?
on the field.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm ready for that to happen if that's really going to happen.
And I'm on football. We pushing the
Oh, you
field
taking the football from them?
out. Land grabbers.
Y'all heard that, Pale City. So, listen, I want y'all to come in full force and talk to the King next week.
Come on down here.
This is the one that surprised me right here. I knew Pisgah had a really good team. Sylvania's been taking no prisoners at curb stomping folk.
Yeah.
Sylvania led most of this game. Pisgah led early. Sylvania took a big lead. And then
got beat.
Pisgah came back.
Cause they
So, listen, y'all not actually pushing it like I want to push it. Because if Sylvania can get beat, and when Oxford lose, y'all, I need you to say the same thing. Get the energy.
Both teams, like Sylvania and Oxford, the teams they play were really good.
yeah.
And we had questions about Hartselle. You had questions about Hartselle. We had questions about it. But once we seen them on film, once we seen that game start, I said, Hartselle is big here.
Yeah, we
These
handle
boys
it.
are big.
We handle big folks, man.
You
We
handle
saw
them?
that. I'm going to have to just go ahead
You
and get
handle
the
them?
prep. We handle them.
22-21.
21-7, we were handling them. And they did something at the end right there, but it's okay.
Eric's Pleasant Valley Raiders. People don't know this about Pleasant Valley. Last night going into this game, Pleasant Valley had the longest winning streak of any, that was in the history of them, starting out 4-0. They had the longest winning streak of any 3A team in the state of Alabama at 6 games. That was the longest winning streak of any team in the state of Alabama at 6 games, current winning streak. That's over with.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a lot of injuries, and like I say, we talked last night about this game. Raglan has so many different weapons on their team, so it's crazy. Quarterback, running back, receivers. So I seen this. I thought this was going to happen in Pleasant Valley this week. So
I said that too. I told
Yeah.
him Raglan had a pretty good team. You got to understand, Raglan people was on the other side of that river. That water coming off that old Hatchet Dam back up in the backwater over in the slough. Them Raglan folks over there.
I drink that water.
They drink that water.
Yeah.
You got to be ready to go over there. That's one. You know,
Just like Ohatchee.
it's like they neighbors.
Yeah.
This one, we talked about it. Homecoming destroyed. That was Pleasant Valley's homecoming too. Destroyed. Some folks had homecomings last night. Didn't turn out well.
I know. I
I don't even know if they could dance after this one. I don't even know if they. I don't even know. I don't even know if they could even play the music.
I got to see the stats
This right
of this
here
game.
was like music in the elevator at the homecoming dance. They played music in the elevator at the homecoming dance, like the music in the elevator at the homecoming dance. That classical music, you know, the kind you listen to in your truck.
You like
The kind that, Todd, hey, they had Boy George playing at this homecoming right here. Do you really want to hurt me? And Real Town said, yes, I do.
68-3.
68-3. Listen,
Homecoming.
this is funny. You know, we talked about Chandler going to the hospital. He's still giving us scores and stuff while he's waiting. And he sent it to me, and I said, 68-3, you sure? I said, you sure this is right? He said, that's right. I got it from a reliable source. So I called Jason in our booth and tell him, hey, I got your score. Real Town, 68. Cleveland Gunner 3 said, did you say 68? It's like everybody was saying, where's the beat? I mean, 68.
It's homecoming.
That's the running back of Real Town right here. So
But I mean, the Real
not
Town
from-
Rebels put it
That's
on
not from
Cleveland
last
County
night, but
last
it's
night.
just what he can do. Hold
And the
on.
bad thing about that is Cleveland County just had curb stomped my Mumford Lions the week before. So where does my Mumford Lions fit in all
I'm sure you
this?
had a good game last night.
They getting the basketballs out of here.
No,
Mumford is.
no.
They ain't even going to get the basketball.
Straight
out.
to baseball.
Straight to baseball.
Straight to baseball. That's them your boy down there. I don't want you.
This is this is another big game outside of our area. It is Russellville against Mars Hill. This is a 5A against a 1A, and both of them were undefeated.
Yeah.
And Mars Hill came out with a 27-24 victory.
Yeah, that was-
Mars Hill
That's a good game.
Yeah.
1A.
1A or 2A, one of them.
If they're 1A, I'm gonna make that call.
Yeah.
Make that call?
Yeah, I'm making that call if they 1A.
So you trying to say Mars Hill gonna be
Right here, I got it right here, Deck. Let's see.
All right.
Mars Hill is 2A.
2A. But that's still.
No, Mars Hill's actually 3A.
Oh, really? They don't moved up?
3A, so they got silver. I mean, listen,
Savannah?
I don't care Sylvania, St. James, Mobile Christian. I'm putting you on call right now.
Yeah. And think about it, man.
Mars Hill's for real.
And think about it, Mars Hill lost one of their best athletes that they had on the team. That's a 4A player. He moved to another school, so with him, they would be even more dominant.
Savannah. You think that Mars Hill gonna be Savannah?
I think that Mars Hill's going to beat just about anybody lines up in front of them, Oxford included.
Oh, that's big.
Oh.
Boy, you don't never get on national.
Look right here.
You never get on national TV and
Say something like that. Look right here. Blue Mountain Bandits boys right here. They had a tough task in front of them last night with
Yeah.
Childersburg. That's Dex's boys too.
Yeah.
Tough task.
Yeah, I seen that comment because, like I said, it's a rebuilding year for Sachs. And
yeah, I love that word
Yeah.
rebuilding.
And then with BB Coleman, you know, they.
You love the word.
Yeah, we rebuild and we just rebuild
A
it.
lot of rebuilding.
Now I'm gonna take offense because Coach Freeman got to get him the time to get.
Yeah.
It.
Listen to me.
He got to get time to get his system.
And
in.
this is first year down.
There comes player.
First year down. Now I'm loving it.
There comes player. Slick as all get out.
There you go.
There he is.
Listen, man, get back to what I just said. Sachs is rebuilding, and it's a lot of teams rebuilding around there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Piedmont.
Yep.
That's one.
There's a lot of rebuilding. You said that.
Weaving.
Oxford was
Weaving.
rebuilding the past 2 years.
And listen, that's why I won't let nobody say Oxford young. I don't want to hear that no more. No, we're not young. We're playing ball right now.
Another game that we cover both these teams in our area. I mean, Aniana and Springville. I actually thought Springville might pull this game out.
Yeah.
It was close the whole time. Aniana pulls it out 28-21.
This is the game that's.
This one I don't even want to talk about because
Yeah.
I feel sad for Wadley.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. 49-7, 49-6.
We still, everybody's
parents
crazy.
said.
Parents are mad. Parents said that the boys got cheated. Let me just say this. The boys got cheated. You can't say that on 49-6. You can say it on 14-6 or 10-6.
14 to 13.
Yeah, but not 49-6. Nobody cheated nobody.
Hold on. Listen, if the parents say they got cheated, they've got a good point. They got an excellent point.
49-6.
Y'all got cheated on the gas money.
Buying the ticket to the
buying
game.
that ticket to the game, and that pregame meal.
Yeah.
Everything need to be gave back to you at half price anyway.
Yeah, something.
Because you never should have went over there.
No,
Messing with them folks.
49-6.
Yeah,
I'm very surprised
I am
about that.
too,
You,
so.
you know these
Where
teams.
y'all two get the parents?
That Dex come in with that story. Dex come in with that
Yeah.
story about the
Facebook.
parents that they got cheated. You don't get cheated 49-6.
Yeah.
There ain't no cheating in that.
Listen, you sure they came on Facebook and said that? One parent or two?
Let me see
You
how
better
long.
not say over 3.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah, he's looking it up.
Larry's boy, Larry was on a show at the beginning. That was a great little deal. Larry came on.
Oh, man.
Larry came on and
Talked about them.
talked about them Weber Panthers. You want to know what they did last night? 40-7 against Talladega.
There you go. That's one.
Can you say go Panthers?
No, my wife's a bulldog.
Well, I mean,
Your
I
wife
just thought,
is Panther.
that's it. That's a wrap up for the games last night.
You gonna talk about that game?
I want to get an Oregon Duck back on the show today. I got to hear what he's got to think about. I got to hear what he thinks about what happened last week. I got to get the Oregon Duck up on the show today. Come on. It's got to get real. I mean, these guys are going to sleep up here. I need some action. Hand him the microphone.
There you go.
So, that was a close one y'all pulled out last week. And now look, I know you had Deion back last week. And you just told him, I love you, Deion, but not this week. Can you talk to Deion? Because y'all heard it. Can you talk to him right now?
Deion, it wasn't personal. He was just playing the dog. It was a reality check. But I know you guys gonna be ready this week. You know, y'all was running on a high, y'all was doing great. All the superstars, the Ross, but everything, nobody can get on that field but you guys.
Yeah.
But today, I think y'all gonna leave the celebrity on the sideline. And y'all gonna leave them in the stand. And y'all gonna go with the players that y'all have. And y'all gonna use the helmet and the pad.
So you saying they got too many celebrities down there
Yeah.
getting in the way?
Yeah, all the dancing,
All that.
the dancing stuff, that's great for TV. But when that whistle,
Yeah. Time to play football.
Yes, I play football.
Now,
takes the helmet and the pad.
Yeah, that.
now, David, I've been knowing you a long time. I had no idea that you such an Oregon fan. And
Man, all
they
you
tell
gotta do
me-
is look at his
Hold
house.
on. I live around the crop.
I know
I
it.
live across the road.
So you let that slip by you, didn't you?
That was slip by me. I didn't have a clue that you was an Oregon man, and you got the duck all outside and everything.
Outside my flag,
Let me tell you.
my house.
Let me tell you.
I'm gonna tell you how I got my house.
I saw the house. I
I'm
see.
gonna tell you how I got the color.
Okay.
My wife, my house, when I moved in, it was gray and red. My house, my wife said, I want to change the color.
Yeah.
That's okay. Whatever you're gonna paint, I said, whatever you want, I'll paint it. So she seen this house on the hill that was yellow and green. If I had said anything about the ducks,
You would never got it. Never got that.
Well, you were smiling though, wasn't you?
I ain't said a word. I kept it in.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you got.
outside.
Well, yeah.
But when I got completely through, and it was her idea,
Uh-huh.
she picked the colors and everything. I painted
You made it happen.
Finished it up. When I got through, I said, baby, how you like it? She said, oh, it's beautiful. I said, thank you.
Yeah.
She said, why you smiling? I said, that's the Oregon Duck. She said, you son of a...
Oh man.
Man.
But listen,
That's how I got my house.
I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad to know all this because that quarterback you got,
Yeah.
that we helped pack from down here at Auburn and
And I
send him
was
up
mad
there.
at
No, you mad because we sent him?
I was mad because y'all sent both to us. We didn't need both.
He was mad. He said it last week.
I was mad.
I
I was
was-
saying,
listen.
what in the world? We want both. He wasn't doing that at Auburn. What he gonna do with us?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But I was happy.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, you got to take that with a grain of salt. Cause right now, I got a kid out of Constantine. I'm trying to get to go quarterback down at Auburn. Right now.
Now listen,
Right now.
David, this is what I say about
Back to
that.
the coaching.
Yeah.
This is what I say about that. That proved that Auburn had the worst coach in America.
Yeah.
Down there. It goes back to coaching.
Take one quarterback that was terrible on one team,
Yeah.
and you send him to another team, and this same quarterback turning 190 degrees.
He may be turning more than that.
Cause his
I don't know, he's turning more than
his
that,
system-
190.
the system that he's in fits him.
Yeah, he
Fits him.
It fits
he
him.
threw for over
Now,
3,000 yards.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's my boy now.
I don't know. I just seen a kid on this tablet here today that I know for a fact we need to get in Auburn because he fits the system that we got. I don't know what we got down there now. I think it's monopoly.
Yeah.
Half these folks don't understand I own land in several different counties.
Right.
And now I'm losing land. Along Huntsville. And I'm still sick. Curve stump.
Yeah.
Too,
That's what happened.
yeah,
That's what
man,
happened to
Too
you.
serious.
You get to talking too much and it
But
gets
I
you.
think Colorado gonna put on a better show now.
Well, they got some tough, they still got a tough road.
Yeah, they got a tough road.
They got a tough road. They got USC.
Yeah.
Now, it'd be good for you for them to go ahead and pop
I
USC,
want
make you feel
Yeah,
good.
make me feel good.
But
But I don't want my Ducks to thinking that they beat up one team, he's gonna beat up another. But I don't think he's gonna have them. He's gonna have them.
well, first off, I love Dion.
Me too. I love
But
him.
when you step out on another man's field and you disrespect that logo in the center of the field,
Yeah.
that goes back to Dallas. It goes back to the pro.
They did.
Yeah.
So it's nothing new.
Dion didn't do it
You
for
know,
6
you
years.
hype,
Yeah.
you know, you just
Yeah.
hype it up. You know.
His son did it.
Yeah.
I understand, but like I said, all the dancing, all the flashing and the glory, that's good just for TV ratings.
Yeah.
But when that whistle blows,
It's business.
it's
Business.
time for him to get back.
It was
Only
business,
somebody-
too.
only somebody I
It
know.
was business.
That
It-
fake
it's-
punt,
It was business.
that hurt me. I said, no, they did. Even when he jumped, I thought he missed the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy just off and running.
Oh, I know.
That was so pretty. It was so pretty. I could just get up and go get me some water.
But you know, Dion was the kind of player that was flashing.
Yeah.
And he danced, and then he was able to prove and do what he
can
put it
back
out
it
there.
up.
He
He can
back
back
it
it
up.
up, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All this other stuff that's going on right now.
They
If you
can't-
can't back it up, it look
do
bad
it,
when
yeah.
it.
Bad when you can't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Like I
jump.
So-
said, it's for TV ratings.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what you got today?
Tickets.
Auburn, Georgia, give it to me.
You know what?
We set the man out there like that.
Man,
Go ahead on tell it. We
Tell the
put it on
truth, we
tape.
put it on the
Put it
table.
on
We
tape.
tell it like it is.
It don't look
It
good.
ain't gonna be good down on the
You
plane.
got Georgia.
That's
Georgia,
a,
Georgia's gonna.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I thought Colorado. You know, I knew this was gonna happen, but the same thing will happen to.
Georgia.
To Auburn. Let me say this.
They don't happen.
This is what I'll say to all Auburn fans.
Yeah.
If you bought tickets for this game, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. So you're gonna get your feelings hurt. You're gonna drive home real sad. I hope you live close to Auburn.
Well, it's gonna be a quiet stadium.
Yeah, be real
Yeah.
quiet.
It's gonna be real quiet.
A true
You can
fan-
take a book and read.
true
If you
fan.
wanted to go read a book today and want to get interrupted.
They don't
No.
need to bank.
A true fan can accept wins and losses.
I accept them.
Yeah.
I just know when they're gonna
You
happen.
gonna go? Yeah, you gotta know.
I know when they're gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it like that, but you got to understand that folks gonna still be at that game.
Well,
Love, they love
yeah,
it.
that's good.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
I am. They like me.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like your parents. When you got brothers and sisters, you get that whooping, they can still be in the room watch you get that whooping.
Yeah.
You know, they gonna,
yeah, my sister always watched me get a whooping. Something wrong with that.
man,
And she
Why
probably
you crying
called
like
that.
that?
Yeah, you should.
I never seen you cry like that.
yeah, you never see you cry.
So, what about Bama?
Bama should have no more problems. I think they're gonna finish out. I don't think they'll lose another game because I don't see them losing another game. They scheduled. I don't see nobody else. I take it back. Maybe LSU.
I was gonna say, you
LSU.
think LSU can play with them?
LSU, but everybody else,
Where's that
no,
game?
no. I don't see nobody else is gonna touch them.
I think
Fair
Alabama's
game,
off.
LSU.
Yeah, they off this week
See,
though.
Texas
I
woke
think Alabama.
them up. You know,
Yeah.
Texas woke them up.
Yeah.
LSU made them.
LSU got a LSU guy right here.
No, I'm not an LSU fan. I'm an Ohio State fan.
Ohio
Wait a minute,
State.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Stop. Pause. Wait a minute.
So what's
I got a
Ohio?
Buckeye.
Yeah, I got a Buckeye here.
I got a Buckeye.
He's probably down for the race, which is good.
You
good.
came down for the race? Yeah. Okay, welcome to the South. He good. So you saying Ohio State man is saying LSU will beat Bama.
Yes.
Oh,
Now,
he
who
got two head nods over there.
Yes.
So will Ohio State beat Alabama too? If they meet
I
up.
don't think we could. I don't think we're
I was just testing. I was testing.
I don't think we're that good this year.
I'm testing
But
because I understand none of the logic what you're saying now.
But-
You're a real football fan.
Yes, sir, I am.
But my question is,
He ain't living
what
with
makes you guys think that LSU? Now I'm an Auburn fan, so you know I want LSU to curb stomp Alabama. So what makes you think that LSU can beat Alabama?
Alabama don't have a quarterback, man.
Alabama ain't got a front line.
They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah. All right. If they don't have a quarterback, what about the front line?
Offensive line.
The line ain't as good as the
No, it's not.
Hook 'em horn over here. We got Texas
got
coming out of
Texas over here
Texas
saying they
came
don't
out
have
of
a
the
front
cheap
line.
seat.
Now,
Texas
listen.
came out of the cheap seat.
This is what I love about being able to talk to you guys because Buckethead gets on my nerve picking. He ain't gonna pick Auburn over everybody. Okay. Auburn.
Sorry, Auburn ain't gonna be that good.
Auburn.
And I love you, Freeze.
I love him
Listen,
Freeze too.
Auburn wouldn't beat White Plains, Chocolate, or no other Constantine school right now. That's what I say about that.
But here's what I want to say about you talking about the quarterback. Just an outsider looking in because I'm not a Bama fan. I think Milrose is probably as good a quarterback as anybody in the SEC. And the reason I want to say that is because you got to get to what he's going to do. You can't put him in the pocket. He's not a pocket guy.
No, he's not.
You got to roll him out, RPO him every play,
Yeah.
and he could be the best quarterback in the SEC.
Yes. You have to use
If he's rolling out with the option to run or throw,
Like RG3.
his legs
Yeah.
is as good as any running back in the SEC.
They got
They're
to
pretty
like,
fat old boy.
yeah, they got to play to his strengths. Too,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Alabama can be a better team if they use him like they did on RG3.
Yeah.
And
But
Nick,
you know what? You don't hear none of these guys saying anything about Alabama defense. No. That's what I'm saying. Alabama always had a defense. If they ain't win that on offense, their defense will shut you down.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't see that now. So that's why I'm saying they're going to have to get there. They got to get back there.
hey,
LSU would be the only one that can beat
I think they can play with Bama. I do. I agree with you on that. They can play with Bama, but nobody else in the SEC can.
No, nobody else.
Well, Georgia. I don't know. I
But
mean,
you
they're
know,
going to beat Georgia.
Georgia's not as dominant.
Yeah, but they're
either.
going to meet Georgia in the championship game if they do. Georgia's not.
They're
Nobody
not
beat
the
Georgia on
of
that
the old.
side.
Yeah.
What you think about Georgia?
Georgia's losing this week.
Uh-oh.
To who? Auburn?
To Auburn?
And I'll tell you why.
You better tell me. Hold on. Wait a minute.
This is a great.
Give me my
Hold on, right here. Hold on. I want America to hear this.
Yeah, we need to put him on the mic. You know something that you don't know. Auburn beat Georgia?
Yes.
Who agrees that Auburn's going to beat Georgia today?
got two.
One guy. I say absolutely. Go ahead. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
And I'll tell you the reason why I think Auburn will beat Georgia.
Okay.
Because of Hugh Freeze. You put Hugh Freeze in a big game, and that man 9 times out of 10 comes out and wins.
He was in a big game.
Hold on.
He froze. That's why his name is Hugh Freeze. He froze.
I want you to call Auburn right now. Get Hugh Freeze, his
right, hold
cleat
on.
sides, his shoulder pad, and his helmet. I want him on the field.
Why
I
you
need
on
him to
the
play.
That's not what I'm saying.
You better be saying that because they ain't going to beat Georgia.
Coaching-wise, Hugh Freeze is probably the best one besides Nick Saban
It's big coach.
in the SEC.
Now, I agree with that.
I'm an SEC fan.
I agree with that.
It's Ohio State, man. You're Ohio State, man.
But
You
hey,
agree with
let
him
me-
on that?
The only way Auburn. Go ahead, Dave. Go
Hugh
ahead, Dave.
Freeze record is what?
Huh?
What's his record?
What's his record?
This year?
This
Here, I
year.
don't know. I don't keep up with the SEC.
What's-
I
what's-
told
He
you
just
I
know
got-
that. He
I'll
just know
tell you
Hugh
in a
Freeze
minute.
was
Hold
good.
And
Freeze
he's
is
the
a good
best
guy,
in
good
the.
coach.
Nah, I don't think so.
SEC.
He's at second best.
Liberty, Arkansas State,
And Ole Miss.
and Mississippi State.
Yep.
Or Ole Miss.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you count the man out?
When he played Alabama, When he played Alabama.
And now he does have 2 wins against
He
Alabama.
won against Alabama too.
He got 2 wins against Alabama.
He's 3-1. Right?
He's the only person.
3-1.
He's got 2 wins against Nick Saban. I don't want to say Alabama because beating Alabama used to mean nothing.
Listen
but
to me, man. Listen,
Tommy Cole did it 6 years in a
I
row.
love that the Ohio State fan here is being
Yeah.
able to come in here and put some common sense into this.
Now,
show.
let me tell you this.
Buckethead is up there, and every time he talk, I get dumb.
Let me hold on. I gotta say this. Hey Gary, let me say this.
Yeah.
When y'all going home?
When y'all leave?
Monday.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. Swing down by Auburn and get this so-called quarterback named Thorne that y'all sent down here from Michigan State and take him back up there with you. Take him back with you.
He's sending the quarterback up north. Back
Take him
north.
back with you because we don't want him down here. Go ahead. We got another.
I got another fan here want to say something.
I just want to say something about NASCAR this weekend. You know, if you're not first, you're last.
You heard what he said.
He pulled a Ricky Bobby
He
on me.
done went to Ricky and Bobby.
Tennessee fan done got them ice cream and headed out. Ice cream headed out.
NASCAR man said if you ain't first, you last.
Rocky Top.
What?
Go Balls. Got it over there.
They got a whole.
If
blue
you
tick-
ain't first, you last.
got a
Ricky
whole
Bobby
blue-
in the house.
They got a whole blue tick hound out there in that car, waiting on them to come back out there.
I hope they left the windows down. It's a little
Ma'am,
warm
how
out
you
there this
doing?
morning.
Where you from? Bless her heart. She Oxford, yellow jacket, just like me. She's the best place to live, and we got the best school. We got the best team in the state.
That's right.
Anybody else got something they want to say about that? Cut their mic off.
Cut the mic off.
We got it here in Oxford.
Hey, let me hear. I got a question for you. Today's game, Kansas against Texas. What you got?
Kansas against Texas.
Texas.
You talking to her?
The Longhorn
I
behind
haven't
you.
went to him yet.
Oh, I thought you was turning and going in. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no,
My bad. I didn't want to
Ma'am,
cut you
you-
short. Go on.
Gonna win. They're from the south.
Texas.
He
Yeah.
said Texas.
Or south.
Texas.
Texas. I'm with her on that. I go with
She's
her
from
too.
Oxford.
She's smart.
Listen to what she said. You have to write it down.
Hey, I'm glad some people from Oxford are smart. Sorry about that, Keith.
Okay, let's go.
What I'm going to say is, what you got is going to be a good game. I mean, it's going to be a good game.
You-
But I have not heard anybody talk about Kentucky going to upset Florida.
You know why?
We haven't got there yet. We're getting there. We haven't got there yet.
It's going to get Florida. And also, Duke is going to get Notre Dame. That's a 2 upset. I'm looking at.
Now,
Wow.
who?
Duke over Notre Dame.
In Notre Dame.
I like that. I like that. But let me tell y'all this.
the man is
Nobody
talking
said
from the
anything
ball.
about this game. Alabama at Mississippi State tonight under the lights at 8 o'clock. Be 7 o'clock our time.
Buckethead.
Don't think that Mississippi State can't pop Alabama.
They
tonight.
can. I'm not saying they can,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying.
The man said hook them horns. You heard what he said.
I heard him. He done hooked the horns against Bama.
But listen to
They
me.
left some of the horn in Bama. They hooked them. Look, Bama can't say nothing. He's sitting in the middle just smiling.
He's special. There's something wrong with him. He eats cereal without
But-
milk.
Okay, LSU at Ole Miss today.
LSU.
LSU. Lane does a good job. Lane tweets a lot.
Yeah.
That's about all he can do.
Good. He's a good tweeter.
He's a good tweeter. That's about all he can do.
He's a good tweeter.
Eat good popcorn.
South Carolina, Tennessee. Everybody was talking about South Carolina was the dark horse of the SEC this year.
I think I'm going to Tennessee.
South Carolina.
No, it's what up, buddy?
How you doing?
Okay. That's the producer. So we're 2:35 out. So if you got something to say, you got to get it in quick. Syracuse upsets
Yes,
Clemson. Is that an
I
upset?
can see that.
Clemson.
Yeah.
I mean, Dabo's credibility as a coach, he was supposed to be the next Bama guy.
Yeah.
I don't think Bama would offer him $1 to come play coach for them.
Yeah.
He don't want to go to Bama.
I like that. I'm all about that. Bring Lane to Alabama. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for
Man,
them.
Lane not coming to Alabama. No.
The next coach at Alabama,
It'll be the Oregon coach.
it will be
Oregon.
Deion Sanders. I agree with you.
I ain't ready for
Deion
that.
Sanders will be the next coach at Alabama.
What show y'all on? Look, let's see that. Listen, you heard how she said no, and it came from the bottom of her stomach. No. Deion, now, Deion will never
You
be
just
the
take
coach
us
at
out. We're
Alabama. I
going when we
understand what you're
leave,
saying.
we'll just be talking
No,
about
I don't know
this.
how they
You
don't
just take
see
us all
that.
the way out.
I
I'm not
saw
going to shut
it.
us down. We'll
But
just
that's
shut down
okay.
and cut us
That's
off.
okay. He gonna stay in Colorado.
He'll stay in Colorado.
They stay in Colorado. Now,
And-
back to what you just said.
Why do you want to stay in Colorado?
Because he's doing a good
Listen,
job out there.
his feet are bad. Feet and cold don't go. Bad feet and cold don't go together. He's coming to Alabama.
His feet is bad, but he got millions of dollars to keep his feet warm.
He does
He
it.
ain't worried about them
He's
feet.
close to Hollywood too.
Just think if he'd have went to. Where was he supposed to go? Does anybody know where he was going to go?
Auburn?
No, he was going to Auburn and another school, Florida Atlantic, which Alabama struggled with. And if he'd have went there, Alabama have 2 L's on the season already.
I don't know where y'all getting all this from, man.
Because they struggled with him without him.
I want y'all to stop listening to the Fun Bomb show, because I don't know where
Oh, no,
y'all
this
getting
this
that
lady
from.
wants to say.
Who talking about? Want to know how Buckethead loves him?
I love Deion as a player.
As a player.
I love what he did at Jackson State.
Yeah.
And I knew when he left. Huh?
Don't forget Florida State.
As a player, I said
Yeah,
player.
okay.
But so, and what he did at Jackson State, I knew he was going to catch a lot of flack for leaving Jackson State
Yep.
because they didn't want him to leave. But Deion had done all he could do there. What I like about Deion is you don't have to ask him where he stands on anything. He's going to tell you straight up.
gonna tell you
I don't.
straight up.
He's going to tell you straight up.
He don't sugarcoat it.
And Deion's
Now-
for real.
Ma'am, what you don't like about it?